10時から、開場しておりまして、でそこからもう十分遊べるということで、チケットを使って、レッド東京タワーを遊んでいただいて、あとは、ロールができる施設とかね、その10時から空いているということなので、もう1日丸通しでリーグオブレジェンド、さらにはリーグオブレジェンドのその苦しんである LJL を楽しめる会場となっておりますので。
カツリオさん足ります？ 15 時から2時間で時間足ります？足りないんじゃないですか、カツリオさんは。
僕は一体現場で何をトークするんですか
2時間
2時間ユニバースについて話せますけど、そういう日ではない。
What's up?
レッド東京タワーでね、
Kurami, why are you meowing?
盛り上がりそうだけれども、何しに来たんやお前はという感じになりますので、大友さんと勝利さんもね、びっくりしちゃうと思うんでね、そこは
Kurami, why are you meowing? My cat is... She literally just got breakfast. What is her problem? Alright, welcome. Let's open up all these things. Kurami. Yeah, you can buy these dots. The LJL finals. There's gonna be a viewing party in the Tokyo Tower. As far as I know, I mean, Katsugin is gonna be there. Soryu is gonna be there. Even Shakespeare. I would assume it's gonna be casters from there. So when we're seeing the casters, I mean, they're definitely gonna have like videos and such of the event there. But I would assume we're also gonna be having like the casters from there and hopefully here cheering and all that. It's always fun to have. But yeah, that's gonna be next week, as we have 3 more matches remaining in total from LJL Storm. And I wanna be honest, today might be a little more on the expected result side. Today doesn't really necessarily have many surprises in store. I mean, if there's any game that either Burning Core or DFM could take, that they are. If there's any game that DFM could take against Reject, and if there's any game that the Burning Core would take against QTD, I would call it already a surprise. But the general feeling right now is that, yeah, likely it's just gonna be QTD and Reject 2-0ing this match. One second. And there they are. QTD. They surprised everyone, I think, last time around. When, I mean, maybe not last time around, but like the time before that. I think they surprised everyone because they, in their first encounter against Reject, they took down Reject. And everyone was like, wait a second. Wait a second. But I'd say ever since then, we've seen QTD lose to Reject as well. Just basically just before this playoffs. So we don't know, but first match Burning Core versus QTD.
ミッドから爆発してというのがこの BCT の特徴なんですけど、フィアレスの関係上
Even if Burning Core not gonna be able to move on from here, I do feel like that they don't really have a chance. But with that being said, Rose was a surprise, I'd say. Rose came into this team. Actually, it was a weird situation. They used to have just focused on support. He left the team, and the team's mid laner Anapon Rose swapped to support to give place to another mid laner, which is Rose. But Rose is surprisingly good. I have to say, Rose was surprisingly good, I think.
スタッツ用意しましたけれども
As wait, QTD leads in death? Oh no, that means like least death.
稼ぎますね
Never mind. I was like, first in death, that's kind of cool, but then I see it's like a lower number.
来てて881っていうのがもう明確ですよね。
Not as impressive then.
だったりなるべくロスがないよう
They're
に
second in most.
ゲームで
The only thing they are not. I mean, I feel like just Reject is the only team who's ahead of them.
挟んでますし、まあ、なおかつそのなんでしょうね、ロストが激しいムーブでのキルが多いということでゴールド差がまず広がっている。あと下から2番目ですね、ワールドクリアパーセントっていうのがあるんですけど、まあ、これが1試合に置かれたワードを何パーセント破壊できるかっていう数字なんですけど、44%、まあ、45%ぐらいはだいたい前後であってほしいっていう数字なんですね、平均的に競技シーンは。
Well, the match
これが
should be
BCT
starting
30なので
soon.
2% というのはもう
I wanna check, but I'm like,
できてないっていう数字になりますから
because you have two matches today.
その試合中
There has to be BO3s. Like I was always assuming there are BO3s because there's like two matches. It's rare to see two BO5s in one day.
戦えないですからね。
そうですね。ちょっと画面に出てる数値が間違ってるところあるんですけど、実際
It has to be.
非常に BCT 低くてですね、
はい。
94%が本来 QTD 区あるんです。で一番バロンを取る。
Let's see.
それに対して42%しか BCT のスタッツってないんですね。で、
Yeah, only finals is gonna be BO5, which is honestly, I feel like that's
な
fine.
るほど。
はい。
These two semifinals honestly shouldn't be too close.
で、そのヘラルドまで
I feel like QTD and Reject are having an upper hand, quite an upper hand here.
サモンの言っていたワード
But when it comes to the finals, I'm very happy that that's gonna be BO5.
本当ですね。
Now, last time around, Reject was like Omega beating QTD, so
申し訳ないんですけど。
あ、本当
I'm not sure what to expect.
後ほどまたね
But they're still the only team who ever beat Reject in the LJL, even in like a single game.
合ってると皆さん思ってください。
すみません、リジェクトとDFMA のスタッツが、ね、めちゃくちゃ混ぜ込めになっているので、これね、皆さん、ワードクリアパーセント以外、すみません、ちょっと違うデータですね、これ。はい。失礼いたしました。
But first,
まあまあそういうことも
First
あると。
it needs to be Burning Kotoyama, who's beating QTD, or the other way
あ
around.
とやっぱ楽しみなのはやっぱり
If either of these teams, Burning Kotoyama or DFM, take even a game
ド
out,
ラフトが見れると。
if they even take one game away from the top teams, if they have like good plays in the match, I would already be happy with their performance because, again, it does feel like that our top two is very clear
実際そのローズなんかがね、これまではなんか
and they have not lost a single game to anyone else, only to each other. As QTD and Reject, I'm pretty sure.
時もありましたからね。
なんかアジールの方がむしろうまかったですよね。
なんか安定はしてましたし、そのサイドロームしまくるっていうのが、そのローズ選手の特徴ではあるんですけれども、なんかガラッと変わってましたからね。
そうですね。
はい、めちゃくちゃ安定してましたから。
まあ、今
Oops.
日はどっちで行くの
Let me open
か
this.
っていうのは楽しみですよね。だってローズ VS ダイスですから。ダイ
Man, my brain is just not functioning right now.
崩せないと思いますけどね。
I don't know what's happening. My brain just not functioning well.
その LJL は
Probably missing some caffeine, but like I already had a coffee, so
もともとそのダイスの評価、アイスめちゃくちゃ高かった。
I don't know what's happening. I already had a coffee earlier.
ですね。ミッドレーナーってレーンをクリアする
But my brain still, I just feel like it's not
ビジョン
working.
コントロールもしなきゃいけないっていうのがまあ一つミッドレーナー。
I might need to get
ダイスはめちゃくちゃ
Red Bulls.
コントロールをするタイプの選手なんですよね。それ
That is the thing I might need.
一方ローズはコントロールしないんですよね。そのまんま歩いてキル
As we are gonna be in draft,
はい
not very bad on blue. You never love to see that, but
うん
this is what it is.
ありますかね。さあ、それではドラフト始まったようなので見ていきたいと思います。サイドの選択権 QTD が所有しておりましたレッド
Not very first on blue.
したということですね。パッチは 25.08
Kind of weird.
ございません。
これもうローズにラストピック渡されそう
But it is what it is.
あー、なるほど。
ことなんでしょうね。
なんかカウンターをこっちが取りたいんだぞというよりかはローズにそういう好き方やらせないぞっていうことですね。
そういうことだと思います。
はい。ナフィーリ、セジュアニ、バルス、ルシアンと、バンが続いております。
おお、ルシアンこれターゲットパンですかね、ひょっとしたら。
あー、まあ強いですからね。
Who do you think is winning the series? Come on. Come on.
グエンが入ってますね。
まあ
Is there any world?
用意されましたし
Is there any world where
が
today is not just 2-2-0?
まあ 自信があるんだったらジェイスで勝負するっていうのもあるので。
はいはいはいはい。
If anything, I'm just curious to see Rose. I'm just here to like watch some players for the last time this split. I want to see more of Rose.
あげました。
I feel like Rose is pretty good. He was having a good split,
今日のチャンピオンはまあ
joining in Burning Core.
少ないですけど、
I'm also always liking to see Momo. Momo is a pretty good player in DFMA after this
トラ
match.
ブル候補になってくるかな。
That will be like nice
そうですね。
to cook. That's why it's fun to
一
watch.
般的じゃないのがこの BCT なので。
なるほど。
But the thing is, like, I'm kind of just I just want to see like how they are before we possibly say goodbye to Burning Core and DFM, and also like I'm kind of curious to see how much QTD and Reject would be trying to cook something. How much they would be just wanted to get a 2-0, get out of here, or how much they would rather find some other like interesting picks or something. QTD so far seems to be going for the absolute annihilation. The Gwen, Pantheon, and that is gonna be an insane lane already. Plus, obviously with the global presence of the Pantheon, there's already a pretty strong start. And I don't get why Burning Core would ban an Offrey on blue. I'm not sure about that, but it is what it is. They're gonna go for a more traditional OG comp. So like, I mean, you're probably gonna be picking up the Kaisa, or the Jean. I guess that the Jean could be working as well against the Ezreal. There's no way, no. Stevie also could be working, just get some damage, but it's the Varus is banned. I was about to say Varus might have been. There's someone with the with like range. Kaisa kinda has range. That's fine. They're not thinking it like they're not overthinking it. It seems like they're just. This is a pretty normal draft here. No Yorick or such. I mean, I guess Hetel could still be going for something fun. Also, no mid laners have been picked. The mid lane battle will still be interesting to see. I feel like Dice and Rose, that matchup is gonna be quite bloody. Dice as well has been playing pretty well. I wasn't really able to watch like the second week, the first and second week because I was sick. But I heard from the players that apparently Dice is just incredible. Be it on screams or like just maybe like watching his VODs or something, but the players unanimously said that Dice is like the best player possibly in the LJL. I'm not sure that's because he's more aggressive in screams or something, but hoping for a crazy battle here between these two. Now, Leona banned. I guess the most common pick here would be Ral. I don't even know if Anapon plays the Ral, like he just rolls up to support. I genuinely have no idea if he plays the Ral, but that could be an option. It seems like that is the case. They're really leaving the mid laners for last. Okay, who's left? I mean, so many mid laners. Like any AP champion could be working here. Rose, what are you gonna be going for? I guess like even ADs could work. There's gonna be a shield break and all that, but just gonna go for the Azir after all this time, just the Azir. Oh my god. Dice, are you gonna go for the Corki now? Just roll time stake. We're gonna go for. I mean, technically, I guess could go for the Corki. Gwen has quite a lot of AP already. Surely he's not gonna go for the Corki. As a joke on us. Oh? Please. Okay, Darius might be cooking. Okay, the Silas is a little bit less interesting, but I mean, that's not too bad. Shuffle is fine to steal. Guess the red ultimate as well. From time to time, fine to steal.
なんか理にかなったドラフトが取れました。に対する BCT は
Yeah,
を取ったんです
seems
けど、
pretty
身長のパワーを
common
活かせる
on all sides.
あまりない状態。
I feel like both teams are, there's not like a massive draft gap.
BCT はゆっくりファームをしながら、
Except for the Gwen. I mean, the Gwen is just gonna be destroying the lane, but
そこをテンポに使って
I mean, besides that,
スワップとかも展開しながら身長のパワーを生かし
I have a feeling Al is gonna be a frequent visitor on the top side.
こう信者をそのファースト
If that Gwen gets ahead, the game just gonna be GG.
結果的になんかそのパワーを使いながらちょっと耐える時間があるというか。
そうですね。まあ、なるべくミッドガンクはされたくないでしょうね。BCT は。
Well, we'll see. I just wanna see Burning Core show up something. Very well, this match could be the last one we are seeing them in LJL Storm.
はい。で、なお
I just wanna see them showing up,
取ったことのメリットっていうのが131をやった
taking a game,
最初の3レベル
either here or in the next
は
match.
以降からサイドの131
If Burning Core or if DFM later on could take even one game away from the enemy, that's... I feel like that would be perfect, but I'm not gonna be putting my expectations that high. I just want them to like kind of show up, showcase something. Maybe some solo bolos, maybe some good engages. Showcase me something. For a long time, I thought Burning Core would be the second best team. Like not this time around, last split. For a long time, I thought they would be second best, and they kind of didn't do too well in the playoffs. Or sorry, were they like up against Reject? Oh, I think they were on the... They might have been on Reject side. Right? What was the case of Forge? Oh yeah, they got unlucky. They were on Reject side. I guess they were the second then. I mean, they probably were the second. I think they were much better than Vero Youth last split. So Burning Core they were the second best team, I think, last split. That was my assessment during the season, and that's kind of like what we've seen in the playoffs as well. But now there's this new team coming in, formerly known as Sengaku Gaming, now known as QTD, and they kind of feather the storm. Feather the feathers? What is this expression? They kind of came here and they were like, we're gonna be the new contenders. And they basically just immediately kind of, in the first encounter, they just beat Reject. So this new contender, they look probably much stronger than Burning Core, but Burning Core is definitely our second team last split. So it's not like they are a boring team. I think there might be some issues happening right now. There's a bit of a pause happening. Okay, I'm not sure why. There's a bit of a pause happening. Oh, hopefully it's over. There you go. No more pause. We're in the game. As far as I know, even next week we're gonna be having the old map, since we are in like a playoffs. They're not gonna be changing it for playoffs. But when it comes to LCP, as far as I know, LCP already gonna be having the new map this week. Go quite deep for from QTD. L is gonna be fully aware when Bruce is gonna be arriving bot. Alright, Enapon. Already jumping in, igniting Yuhi as well. Enapon is extremely aggressive here. Limit gonna be using the shield as well. I mean, the Q is not gonna be enough. Yuhi is probably gonna be taking someone down, but there are low health bars around. They're just on. I cannot believe how no one died there. The supports are going crazy. So, I mean, both Limit and Yuhi were pretty low on health, so they just didn't wanna Didn't want to go in. And this early on Ezreal Qs are not really gonna be having a low cooldown either. Okay, L sticking around and gonna be recalling. No? I mean, Totsu is not really playing safe here. Really not playing safe. I'm not sure what L is waiting for. So you go even further? I mean, this Mininar, the bar is not gonna be filling up. I feel like L could have went in way earlier, but this still should be a kill for them. No flash available for Totsu. There is a... Oh, okay. I cannot even talk. I cannot even talk as Bruce not coming in. Limit is gonna be getting 1 kill. There should be another one. Oh, I cannot even... But what is happening? Okay, I need more caffeine for this. My brain is not able to compute everything that's happening, so... I'm not sure what happened topside. Al was like super late for that. He was waiting in the bush for like half a minute or something and then went in. Got the kill, but like watch that was super low. Then the camera pans to the bot side. We see a swap happening for the grubs, so now watch that gonna be immune. But then we've seen like all the summoners used by Yuhi. Wait, what was happening? Okay, this is a... I mean, we've seen this one. Oh, we haven't seen Totsu's flash. Yeah, Totsu is a little afraid here. Thought Al would be already here, but just arrived. I'm not sure why Al was waiting for so long. Like, I understand. I don't know, if we went for like a little bit slightly on the left, I still think could have catch up with Totsu. I'm not sure they were like super incredibly safe with that play. I'm not even gonna be seeing what happened on the bot side. Oh, alright. Okay, that's... I'm surprised to see 6% for Burning Core, if I'm being honest. We're not gonna be seeing how the bot lane went down, but... I mean, that was just a lot of aggressiveness as well. Okay, Rose going in, Rose going out. Dice not gonna get the turret shot. Solo bolo for Dice. He is showcasing why people say that he is the best player in the LJL. Nice solo ball. There is L is once again on the top side, but like he's super low. L is actually wasting so much time in the jungle. We're on level 4. Was it just Rose Wars thing his welcome, or? Yeah, I really want to go for the minions. Oh, nope. Need that wave, need that wave. Okay, need the second wave as well. Okay, I'm gonna go back after this wave. He actually was just like, just one more wave. I'm gonna be back. One more wave and I'm back. Right, QTD so far. Doing pretty fine. Oh, Bruce. Bit of one starting on the grubs, but... I mean, if Dice moves up here, I feel like there is no way that Burning Core is winning a fight. Yep, I mean, Bruce is gonna be going down immediately. Stolen Suzawa ultimate being used just now. There's actually gonna be a trade. Somehow L dies as well. Okay, I wasn't really paying attention. How did L die? Wait, what? Okay, I need to see a replay of that. I thought that Burning Core, or I thought that QTD just doing this fine. How did L die in this one? What? I mean, he's still gonna be back for the grubs. Not much has been lost though. Second time that L is kind of being forced to waste a little bit of time. I'm just gonna get 3. There's not really any competition for them, but I would love to see that replay. They could shoot at the replay. I would be happy. Okay, Bruce is around. Are they gonna be going for the dragon now? As oh, Dice overstepped a little here. I mean, he should be going down. Ultimate stolen from Hetel, but not doing too much. It's gonna be picked up by Anapon though. I'm sorry, by Anapon. That Anapon is gonna be picking up the shutdown good. Okay, that's not too good. Anapon is currently 2 kills, the most kills with his team. Okay, Burning Core is falling apart a little here. I feel like they're just feeding the RAL. On the top side, bit of a ultimate by the Gnar. It's a pretty chill lane. Oh, L finally coming in with level 6. Stun immediately happening as well. The Needles need one more. L gonna be getting a kill. Easy peasy. Gonna be using a lot for that, but still easy kill up there. Now max Q from Hetel, there's a stun. Anapon is actually pretty low. There's now both ultimates. The RAL ultimate and the stolen one as well used at the same time. It's gonna be Dice with the kill in the end. And QTD had enough. They had some fun season earlier on. Yuhi died once, then there was like that fight when... Oh. Then there was like that fight when somehow both junglers died. I'm not sure how Al did. There were a few fights when it looked like that QTD would be playing around, trying to look for more risky plays, but it's over. It is over. QTD about the 2-0 honestly this series, but at least in this game they're looking for potentially a dragon. 10 minutes in, that's about the time, but they already got the 3 grubs, so seems like Burning Core cannot even trade that one. They're just getting everything on the map. So far, they're getting every single thing. All the objectives belong to them. L's still gonna be like a tiny bit behind in the jungle. We're gonna like he wasted so much time for nothing, but even with that, it's looking pretty good for them. It's looking like how many? 1,000 of a lead. And more important than that, they have a chance to stack the dragons. Soon they can get 6 grubs as well. Get some turrets with that. They're doing so much better in the objective department. So I have to say, I'm not gonna be seeing Reject later today. QTD is like a little trolly. If they play like this against Reject, who is like known to have like a super incredibly textbook playstyle, they're at least in the LJL, they're like trying to not make any mistakes. So if QTD would be playing like this against Reject, that probably wouldn't be working. Definitely get a little too aggressive sometimes, and now there's that engagement to Yuhi, but Yuhi is kind of dealing quite a sizable damage to Bruce. They have to call off. Oh, they have to call off immediately this engage. Now they're coming in L as well. Wait a second. That was the pretty early ultimate from L. It's gonna go down, but still, it dies also here. For a second, I thought maybe Burning Core can find something for themselves, but all the members here double gonna be for Washidai. And they're just gonna get the turret as well now. They have 3 grubs too, 6 grubs. This is the perfect fight that QTD could have gotten. They're literally taking everything, and the game, at this point, it seems This is the pivotal moment where we can call GG. I kind of want to see gold eventually, see the lane differences, but that Gwen must be so incredibly fat right now.
テレポートないですからね、本当にナーは。で、仕掛けて足りなくて。
But the thing is that even 2v3 they were almost winning this one.
寄りがあるので早く仕掛けて下がりたかったんですが、まあ
I was a little bit late or like misplaced, right? I don't know how to say this. He was just coming into the to immediately get stunned and like half fell down. Thankfully, Dash is also coming in. And Mosh dive with the teleport as well. With them joining in, the fight was already over, but it could have been a little bit worse. Well, that is just an easy kill. I mean, even 1v1 Dice was winning earlier, so the 2v1 victory is not necessarily surprising. What did I say?
いいコンビですよね。いいコンビですね。狙い通りだと思いますよ、本当に。しかもこれで和紙体が育っているというのが本当に大きいですね。BCT はゲームをする
Nice combo from them. I didn't hear what I said. That is like the hardest I've heard them laughing.
そこがもうこれだけまあ301ゴールドも潤沢でファームしっかりできてるわけですもんね。はい。いやいいポーク、お互いのポーク合戦ですが。さあタープレート500ゴールド。
Alright, Dice.
746ゴールド。
He's just gonna be the enemy jungle recalling there. He doesn't care. Okay, that's what I wanted to see. So there is about almost nearing 1k of elite for the Gwen. Most gold is obviously gonna be on the Silas. There are not like as huge of elites as I thought. But I have to say that also I'm surprised to see like how kind of like balanced the gold is among the teammates in QTD. There's a big purchase for the Kais as well. I assume it's time for the Rage Blade now. Yeah, very quickly. Remember when I said about the 1k lead now? We were entering when it's like 4k, we're nearing 4k. Oh, that is the... Never mind, it is not the Kraken build. That's the Yuntao one. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not sure which is better. I've seen like half. I've seen 50-50 people doing a Kraken into Rage Blade. And also, yeah, I don't know. I've seen Yuntao as well, quite a lot. And now Dai's gonna be caught out here. Ultimate stolen, he might be going for a little bit of a stun here. The damage is so massive though. There is no chance I cannot kill Dice 3v1. And he's going back in. Okay, he's a crazy man. He's a crazy man. 3v1 was not enough. Oh, and now he is chasing them down. Okay, while his own teammates are just taking turrets. He's even gonna be Hetal with the ultimate. Turret is down. Dice is coming from the side. Hetal is likely gonna be going down in here or getting out with just like 1 HP bar. And the Rose down. Yui just dodging everything. Okay, Hetal still with 1 HP bar, just trying to go for a limit. Okay, this team just wants to fight. This team just wants to fight. They don't care about stats or such things. Okay, Q is gonna be missing now. Limit gonna be killing at least Hetal. What QTD can get in return is Limit is already dead, and yeah, an opponent's gonna be following. In the end, it's gonna be a 2-for-1 trade. Absolutely good for QTD. They're gonna Herald as well. There's gonna be 6 Grub Herald. If you thought that they're not strong enough already, get ready for the 6 Grub Herald.
可能性が高いということでドラゴンを捨てて上に3人で行ったと。でしかもシャットダウンゴールドも持ってますから、
はい
取れればまあかなり大きい、というアクションだったんですが、まあ
The game
ないと
started like more equal than I thought.
ミッドレーンに寄ってくるルートを、まあ、カッティング
Like there were trades here and there. QTD got like 1k of a lead.
と抑え込むと。
So it's a little more equal for like the first 10 minutes.
まあその苦しい
And then there was that one fight that just changed everything. And
まあ相手に
ever since then, QTD just absolutely
そうい
stomping.
う狙いだったんですが、それすらも叶わなかったので
そうですね。
余計苦しくなってしまいましたね。
I'm interested to see if they're gonna be
こうなると
maybe trying out some new things when it comes to game 2. Or are they just gonna really finish it off
か
fast?
なりミッドでも主導権取れないですから。
Maybe they are
ちょっと
preparing their spice picks against reject.
QT リーグは
I mean, I would assume reject. Technically, we don't know. We don't know any of the finals teams. We don't know if QTD would be there. We don't know if reject would be there. But that is obviously the very expected result.
ここからその状況どうなっていくか。
まあ、今はまだタワーにターンを使ったので問題ないです。ここから、インナータワーを目標にするのではなくて、バフを管理するために上下っていう風にこう順番に入っていく。で、そこでビジョンで勝つっていうのが結構
What is the next objective?
はい。その
Are we just gonna be waiting for Atakan?
そのワードを壊せるかっていうの
Is that what it is?
これ壊せないとどうなっちゃうんですか。
バック TP だったりだとか。
Wait, where is Atakan gonna be?
1対1で両方とも今 QT リーグが勝ってますよ
Wait,
ね。
there's no Atakan icon on the
あ
minimap.
とはまあ
Wait, oh, there is on the top side now. Okay, I'm crazy.
1v1 をやってもいいっていうトリ
It
ガー
only
がありますから
I didn't even know it only appears 1 minute before. Like the dragon.
そういうことです。
So it's always there.
ここはトルツを大
Well, Totu just dead. A little bit of a yoing from Yuhi. Evantin is like, okay, yoing. My kill.
映ってなかったですからね、ブルスが。
そうですね。
おおよそ上側だろうという予想もあるでしょう。そのままレーンをプッシュしていく。トップに切り替えていったのは鷲台。テレポートはありませんが、ジャングルの中でイルが待っている。
And yep, even the seekers are now hurting quite a lot.
ボットサイドにはイエル。
もう揺さぶる必要ないと思ってるんだったらだいぶしますけどね。ここで。
Herald is gonna be used on the bot side. Maybe get another turret. I mean, Rose is probably gonna be enough to really try to save it, but not for too long. As there is a ruinous Atakan spawning on the top side now. We'll see how fast QTD is gonna be taking it, but I would assume it's not really causing them much trouble. Oh, Elgar has to flash out. That was a little risky. If he dies here, that could have been a Atakan call. I mean, even then, I think QTD wins, but that was massive. Oh, what? Rose? Rose? Just blooming right now. Bringing out his thorns. Gonna be getting the revenge 1v1 victory against Dice. I mean, QTD is gonna get the third dragon. There's gonna be Hextech Soul as well, which quite crazy when it comes to like the Kaisa and all those champions is. Okay, Burning Core gonna get like a little bit of a gold across the map, but okay, there it is. L wants to get a little aggressive of a jump here. As nice ultimate from Enapon. They're almost taking down Hetel, but even with a perfect engage, they cannot get a single member. Oh, Dice just gonna go down to Rose once again. Wait, what's happening here? Okay, Dice rolled the dice and there's like 2 ones in a row. Wait a second. Okay, wait. Whoa. Okay, that's gonna be a ton of shotgun gold or like bounty or whatever it's called. I mean, okay. Rose with recalling 100% gonna have enough now for Leandris as well. There's already the Nashor's Tooth on the Azir. Leandris is actually gonna... Yep, there it is. Leandris is gonna be quite a damage boost even further. They got like 2 turrets, full on objective bounty. They got the Dice twice.
そうですね。もしここでグエンが来て
I mean, definitely it's not a good ultimate from Al. I feel like Enapon was good with the reaction, even though he went quite low.
入り方ができてたと思うんですけど、
But
実際にはわし裏を
I
取
don't
っ
know.
てるんですけども
I don't understand this
は
TP.
い、スキルがもう上がってしまって入るタイミングを失ってま
That
したね。
TP was one of the TPs of all
苦
time.
しい展開から BCT
Okay, it's still gonna be like 4,000. We're back to where we started like 10 minutes ago after that fight. We're still like QTD are still gonna be quite up ahead. And remember, like for example, Boshidai was not even up for that fight last time
ちょっ
around.
とこの辺りは QTD
Boshidai was just
不安になる
chilling.
ポイントですよね。
そうですね、ちょっとやりすぎちゃいましたね。
He was yeah, he was about to arrive. I couldn't. I feel like if every single QTD member are gathering around, it still should be a pretty easy victory, but I'm not gonna lie, they're trying to make it a little bit harder on themselves.
トルツが先ほどテレポートを使ったのに対してわしはテレポート残ってますから、
確かに。
はい、すごく見やすい。
Alright, round 2 potentially.
に対してわしだいが押し込めてますね。
I mean, silently, Rose is getting strong. The anti-heal also on him.
全ての身を
At least Dice is
ここで消しました。
gonna lose a little bit of power.
うまく維持する
Okay, L once again with very aggressively going in. Okay, they need to kill L before the teleport comes in, and there the shotgun gold gonna be going for Bruce. But now Voshidai here, I feel like that's gonna be a whole different scenery. Voshidai is dead. Wait a second. Okay, Limit got a kill here. Though I mean, Enapon is also down. Yuhi is up and alive. There's a Seeker coming in, no ultimates on this side, but 2 for 2.
ここは2にトレード。
いやでもローズの
I guess that you're still happy with this if you're BCT. Shotgun gold. You know, getting some shotgun gold. Couldn't take down Yuhi. That would be quite a big pickup as well, but I mean, at this point, you should be happy with that. Killing Al, making sure you cannot go near the ruinous.
先ほどからアクション成功してるの BCT なんですね。
But this definitely should be the like if there is any way in hell that Burning Core coming back to this game, they have to go for Atakan. Like they're so behind. They're still so incredibly behind. For the entirety of the early game, they were behind. They need the extra levels. And we're gonna be checking out the levels after this replay, but I would assume it's not too kind.
この入りで2-2トレードにはなった。
It's a little bit more equal than I thought, but mid lane and bot lane still having a lead advantage in favor of QTD. They need the little roses. They need the little roses there. With the roses, they actually would be back into the game though. Like if they somehow get this Atakan, that's actually gonna be making the game more interesting, but I mean, still 6 grabs, 3 dragons for QTD as well. Dragon is gonna be spawning in just half a minute, which would be a hextech soul for them. Like honestly, they have Burning Core are not playing these fights bad, but the fact that their early game they gave up like every single objective is really biting them back now. I mean, look, yeah, I mean, side laning is pretty good for now. QTD does not really need to do much. Just need to side lane. Okay, Hatal might be dying here. There's a flash also. Oh, the Q is gonna be missing! The Q is gonna be missing! And Al is also here. Rose is gonna be super low. He was the one previously who got those shutdown goals here. Can he get something out of this? Voshidai has to use the Zonias. Okay, Voshidai is dead to Limit. Limit is actually gonna be super strong. They got them Voshidai, but Hatal, wait. Hatal died somehow? I missed that. I missed that. Hatal also died. They're gonna go for Baron. Yeah, Atakan would have been a little bit too risky. They're gonna be. Oh, I'm not sure about this trade. They're gonna be trading the Baron for Hestus Soul. I'm not sure about this one. I'm really not sure about this one. They should be getting this Baron super fast and get out after. Oh no. Dice is gonna be going for the Stolen Ottoman. There's Zonias, but he's down. Everyone just recall. The Hextech Soul is so, I mean, this is a pretty strong one. Especially when you have Kai'Sa with the Seekers, you can just slow down enemies so fast. Oh man, I'm not sure about this trade. I'm really not sure about this trade. Oh no, and especially with QTD now going for Atakan as well.
ここでエリアが一気に広がりますから
A tiny bit of a mistake in the macro of Burning Core, and I feel like this game is just over now.
でちょっとバラバラに
Oh no, I mean the petals could still be picked up. This is just a petal one.
トルツが
But it's not even gonna be okay. They pick up a few petals, just a very few petals.
孤立したわけですね。
はい
They only picked up like super few of them.
さあわしだいシーカーアームガードもこれで落ちました。ドラゴンソウルとバロンの交換
Could be
には
worse.
なりましたけどどうでしょう、愛さん。
Burning Core, I mean,
でもその
Valorant fight, but it does feel like that they are, when it comes to macro, they're still falling behind, and also like they couldn't really match the side laning from QTD beforehand. And that Hextech Soul is gonna be sticking with them forever.
ただこの距離感はエナポン捕まえることができそうだ。
But the Baron buff is gonna be out soon. I feel like they need to win this fight now if they wanna win the game. They need to win it now. While their Baron is still up and on. Dice though. Not gonna be going down for now. Washida is still on the side trying to get it, but L with a massive ultimate in. L saving the game potential. There's only 3 kills for QTD. And I feel like that's it. Burning Core almost came back multiple times. I was asking for a entertaining game. Oh no, yep, I mean at this point Yui just gonna be getting all the kills here. There's one more, Yui dies! And it's Hattel only who's staying here in the mid lane. Boschlag is gonna be joining as well. I don't think it's enough to end the game. I mean, they don't really have a wave here, they don't have even turrets pushed in. They cannot end, but I asked for one thing before this match, which is entertaining. I wanted entertainment. I wanted Burning Core to look somewhat competitive, and I think I got it. I feel like this was despite earlier on, I thought that it's gonna be an easy peasy 2-0. I have to admit, some of these fights in the mid game, they did make me feel like that Burning Core might be doing something. They might be taking control over. But like even in their best form, they were still behind like 4,000. So if you look at the numbers, it was never close. They've won like 2 team fights back to back. So props to them for showing up. This team fight is not it. It is not it. They knew that they need to fight. Now the Baron was on, but they're gonna be going down after that. And with this one, QTD, they are gonna be finally pushing in their last turrets. The tier 2s are gonna be folding, and with that, the minions soon enough are gonna be pushing into the base as well. Thoughts are gonna be surviving, but like Dice basically didn't lose a single HP bar. There is not a fair fight.
ダイスかたくなにダークシールは売らないですね。
いや、売らなくていいと思いますよ、これは。
1回0になったらまた戻ってきてますもんね。
はい。
いや、横から強気のフック。おっと、偉大なるセイロ。目の前に
I'm going in. Okay, I mean, he has done this before. He has done this before. That's how some of Burning Core's winning fights started in the past. However, it's gonna be the same case here. What should I? We're gonna go for the shuffle on there. Rose Shuffle finds 2, but not gonna be finding a kill, as 2 members from Burning Core already dead. And what should I just continuing? There's gonna be already a double. Wait, quadra. Pentakill for Yui! I haven't even noticed the pentakill for Yui! Yui gonna be finishing off with a pentakill. Shutting down Burning Core once and for all. I haven't realized that. I mean, I guess like it's a case that you just hit 1 Q and you secure all the kills. Okay, game 1 ended with QTD's dominance. Also started with QTD's dominance, but we have seen some, I would say, some brilliance from a Burning Core as well around the mid game. L was a bit. I don't know what was it, L. L had like so many of these fights, or like so many of these engages during the game. I haven't realized that So what was Yuhi?
でここでローズが
You even got even got into the shuffle. Just use the ultimate immediately to go back to
ま
Rose.
たユヒ育ってますから手前から
That is a genuinely good penta.
一人ずつ止めていくだけとでワシダイとダイスとしてはトルツーのアルティメットを
I haven't realized like how well he played
アルティメットの
this.
壁に当ててスタンを狙う
And at this point,
それを全部
he just had to hit the
避けられてしま
cues.
って
At this point, he just had to hit the Qs and he had to hit the auto attacks. But
もうちょっと
I haven't realized how like the beginning was like how close.
さあこれ
Yep, that sums up the
ま
series.
ずゲーム1を締めてみせました QT ディグ
I didn't realize like it was 7k at the most.
近くまで
I thought it was like around like 5ish. The fact that Burning Core almost came back from 7k, that is crazy.
それを拾ったという
はい
形ですからやっぱでも力がミスを拾えるというのは力があると
そうですね
いうことにもなりますから
That's crazy. Also, how is Al doing the same amount of damage as Anapon?
やってのけてたのも印象
Wait.
あと
I mean, Anapon was like basically always just flashing in for the stuns and all that in that engages, but still.
これまででですかね
はい多分初ペンタだと思います
Okay, game 1.
ちょっと間違ってたら申し訳ない
I feel like we got everything we needed here.
インターバル中に調べたいと思いますけ
If
ど
Burning Core had a little bit better objective control, I do feel like that. I feel like they could have won it.
ペンタを取った可能性が
はい
If they have a little bit better objective control, they're not falling that behind.
いやちょっとね
Then they would have been able to.
ただ夕日のパフォーマンス
I mean, they wouldn't have to like
はいあとビルドも良
you
かった
choose the Baron over the Soul.
ナボリで
The Soul also just help just help them out in the end. I mean, the QTD could just help them out in the
ア
end.
ルティメット中のように
はいはいはいはい
ステルスムーブ
If they were a little bit better on objective control, maybe not giving away all the Groves,
使ってました
maybe
そのクラーケンからの
getting some dragons
はい
could have been so different.
ここが大きいんです
But even in this world, it is
AD ダメ
a little bit closer, I think, than I thought it would be.
サイラスとグエンということで
Especially considering the comeback.
あったので AD ダメージに行かなければいけないというのもありましたね
なるほどさあゲームは激しい試合となりましたけれども見事な展開最後見せて QTD が勝利となりましたそれではゲーム2まで一度インターバルですそれでは一旦失礼いたします
Right. There's gonna be the break before on the copyright. So I'm gonna be playing. I'm gonna do my Lodel. I haven't done it just yet. I'm gonna do my Lodel. While we are waiting for game 2. How many minutes is it gonna be? What? 11? Wait, what? What are they doing? Are they like reviewing the whole game at like 1x speed or? Damn. Okay, very not. There's Lodel. Okay, let's see. Is it centered? Actually, okay, I'm gonna be centering this. Center. There you go. Okay, I'm always starting with Yumi. Okay, support mana earlier than 2019. Okay, that's good to know. Also, 1 second, I'm gonna be doing actually, let me do something cool here. But what? Why is it not doing what I'm telling it to do? God. Wait, what is the? Isn't it alt? Wait, what? Why is the? Okay, let me resize this as well. Reset transformation. I just wanna cut out the timer. I'm not sure why it's so hard. Isn't it? Wait, it is alt. Why wasn't it working before? Right. Support, mana, not a cat. And also melee. A little bit older. I mean, Brom. Wait. Okay, never mind. Melee. Newer than 2014 and also melee. Okay. I'm not playing like any melee support, so I don't know. I'm not playing any one of them. However, newer than 2014, that means that the champion came out when I was already playing League of Legends. So I would definitely know that. Tom Crunch's supports kind of top as well, yeah. Newer than 2015. I was playing already when this champ came out, so I should be knowing that. Refreshing my memory. I mean, Bard is also like my... I'm thinking about Bard, but he's also range, so probably not Bard. It's only a support, no, never else. Who came out? I mean, I don't really care about melee support, so that's why I probably don't remember. But like, Milo is range as well. Milio is range also, like before 2019. So I was like almost still in high school, maybe. Just like way before that. Who came out around that time? Wait, I'm what? What supports there are? Usually the new champions are really OP. And a lot of people are playing them, but I don't remember anyone. Like, there's Brom. Not a human though. Not a human support. Who could it be? Also, we're Bilgewater or Runeterra. Wait, so it's like from Runeterra from Bilgewater. Bilgewater would be kind of helping, but I don't really think there's anyone else in Bilgewater who's a support. Fiddlesticks maybe, but like... I mean, Fiddlesticks also not melee. I'm trying hard here. So 2016. 2016. Riot has not released any supports there. There was Tom Kent. There was Bard. I genuinely don't think they released anyone after. On the melee. Okay, they definitely released someone. I mean, there was Stennis, yeah, but like, you know, like from the guys. I don't remember. There's Bard. That's it. Is it off the board? I know it's not Bard. But like, is it off the board or not? Because like, okay, so it is off the board. Because I remember Bard. I remember his release very vividly in my memory. He was like the first champion who I really wanted to main. Okay, who is it then? So off the board. I definitely didn't switch off from Bard. And this champ came out. 2018 was when Fnatic made finals. When Fnatic was in the finals, and there was IG as well. Baolan played a ton of Lulu and Yumi. Okay, Yumi was not a thing, but like Lulu, a lot of enchanters. But Baolan played a lot of enchanters, but like apparently it's melee guy. I'm trying to think. Who would have they played? Yeah, I don't know. The issue is that Baolan plays like enchanters, and I don't remember. Sorry, and I don't remember, and I don't remember anyone else. I mean, I don't think it's an enchanter from like the. Also, wait, it's not from Runeterra. It's Bilgewater. Wait, it is Bilgewater. Pike. I got it. Oh my god, I knew it. Okay, why is it? There you go. Oh my god, it hit me. Yeah, it hit me. I was like, there. Yeah, of course. Okay, code. Awaken the Ram. Oh, that's Vayne, right? Wait, isn't like isn't the bird called Ram? What is Ram then? I know Ram from Resettle. I know RAM from my computer, but what does this word mean? Does this word have a meaning in itself? Awaken. I mean, awaken is like Riven, right? No? Bevo Cram. What? Who's Ram? What does Ram mean? Okay, Ram meaning. I mean, even Google is like the computer thing. Okay, there it is. Wait, an uncastered male sheep. I didn't know that one. I mean, I guess I knew it one, but just sheep. Who's like a sheep? Who has like a sheep herd? Sheep. Waking the sheep. Waking the herd. Sheep. Waking the sheep. Waking the herd. Okay, I'm back. Apparently there were some issues with my internet or Twitch or something. I'm not sure what happened. I'm not sure what happened. There were like some issues. Okay, hopefully we are back now. I don't even know if it was like Twitch side or not. Anyways, we still need to wake someone. Zach. Okay, I don't know.
Awaken Ram! Awaken Ram! Awaken Ram!
I have no idea.
Awaken Ram!
It's like a very accented voice telling.
Awaken Ram!
I literally have no idea. I'm giving up. I'm searching it up. I'm searching it up. I don't know. I'm no idea. Udir. Udir has like a sheep on him, right? Yeah, I didn't know this. I had no idea. The ability one I'm really good in. There's a feet. There's a foot. What kind of foot is there an ability in League that is literally just like a single foot? Wait, what? There is no chance. Little hairy. I mean, it sounds Warwick, but like, I don't know. Why is there? I mean, this is surely not Victor. Who is like having? I mean, this is not Briar. I mean, Briar has much nicer food. What is? I mean, it's like an animalish food, but like, who could it be for? I don't think many champions like that open about the food. Okay, I'm gonna. The match is about to start. I don't know. I'm gonna check up the answer. Lodal. Answers. I'm gonna be checking the answer. I don't know. Kalista? What? How? Marshall point. That's not Kalista's foot. I can tell you guys. There's no way that's Kalista's foot. Okay, we're gonna be in game 2. After our Lodal adventure, we'll be entering game 2 here. I thought it's a little more aggression, I guess. A little more aggression around the objectives from Burning Core. I'm gonna say the more aggressiveness around the objectives from Burning Core, because it did feel like that they gave away 6 grabs, they gave away the Hextech Soul, and after that they were like actually still winning some fights, surprisingly. Wait,
ね、15分。
Wait, after this game they got better stats? After this game, actually, QTD got better stats. They were not playing like that well though. The mid game was not good.
デスのところがですね、キルがプレートで、
はい、
真ん中がボイドグラブの数値です。
はいはいはい。なので序盤強いのでそのままボイドグラブも 4.6 取れてるということになりますかね。
そうですね。はい。で、プレートはめっちゃ取ってるけどボイドグラブ頼らずに取ってるんだねっていうのが BCT ですね。
っていうことですね。はい。
っていうものになってます。そしてやっぱりバロンのスタッツは悪かったですね。
そうですね。はい。まああとドラフトで言うとやっぱり気になる点としては。レッドサイドでラストピックにミッドを持ってきたっていうポイントがあったじゃないですか。
So that's it. I feel like QTD still has some potential.
信者を取ったのに
It looks like that they need way more if they want to beat sorry, like Burning Chorus has potential, but they need more if they want to beat QTD.
それが辛そうには
そうですね。それはやっぱりミッドが
It's mainly their macro. No?
サイドに寄ってきたりとかする
It's mainly their macro and objective control. I feel like that's lacking,
とい
and
うことなんですけど、
props to QTD. They utilized that so well. And they got up to like 7,000 of a gold lead with just their lanes. With just their lanes and objective control.
なんかもうミッド前すごいことになってましたもんね。
So props to that.
もう一応グエン
But with that being said, obviously,
一回グエンが勝てばもうそこから
Burning Core almost came back.
つけるということでミスが許さ
There's
れ
still definitely some life in that.
積極的にトレードしに行ってフラッシュは落ちたところをきれいに拾ったので本当にイエルが全てにおいてバランスを
But it's what it is.
本当にいいピックだ
Now,
ったというのを改めて感じ
all of those champions have been picked. Not gonna be available anymore.
何刺してましたもんね。
そうですね
We have switched to Fearless, finally.
っていうのがもう確定しちゃったような。
After the announcement that the whole year is gonna be Fearless. Even, I mean, assuming including the promotion relegation tournament. After that now, LJL also switched to Fearless.
それはグエンやりやすいですよ。
For actually, Split Form was not Fearless. Which I mean kind of makes sense because back then we thought that at least promotion relegation would be normal draft. But I'm pretty sure now just decided that everything Fearless.
うまかったです
Everything is just gonna be Fearless, including the tier 2s.
5スタートですもんねしかも飛ばされて
そうそう。イエルがねちょっとデッドしちゃってからでしたからまさにチームを救う。
So we'll see. How are those champs not available? Is Gwen not available anymore? I'm kind of curious if there is still an Offrey ban. Because I would assume Offrey might have been banned because Burning Core was afraid of like the trade, but like they still give away the Gwen, so I don't understand.
さあそしてですね BCT レッドサイド選択です。
いやなんでしょうね普通はブルー取
Wait, Burning Core choosing red side?
あるんでしょうね
なるんですね。はい。QTD が
I mean, we have seen some teams.
サイドになりました。セジュアニ・ナフィーリの番からスタートです。あでも夕日ニコニコですね。
いやそりゃそうでしょ気分いいでしょうね
いやかなり
There you go. I finally found
この
it.
試合に入れてるのは間違いない。
I mean, we have seen some teams preferring red side, but
そうですね
I don't know. They're still gonna be banning the Offrey, obviously. What kind of counter are they looking for? Potentially counter for Rose?
ドラフト組みそうですね QT リーグは
やはりそのローズの得意チャンピオンを理解した上で QT 回してますね。
Maybe they're getting a counter for
ル
Rose.
シアン・バルス
L with the eye drops.
ソバンしようって話っぽいですね
そのようですね。ここはもう明確にターゲットバンだと。
そうですターゲットバンだと思います
そしてザイラ
Oh,
序盤のクリアが早く
I need more coffee.
そのレーンになるべく
Do I go down for more coffee now?
こういうのを消しましたがこれリリアとか取る
Okay, if I go down for coffee, surely there's nothing gonna be happening that's interesting in the draft. And best the first pick is interesting.
バイト
I feel like Jace is still up, right? Like, Jace is still up. That's like a fine counter. I feel like I'm not sure if Totsu plays it, but
ジェイスも空いてんのにな
確かに
ワンベストなんだな
ワンベストなんだ。
I'll be right back.
まあ最近他の
I'll be right back.
は見ないですけ
I'm
ど
gonna get some coffee. Hopefully
本当
nothing
にではなぜか
extraordinary
フレックスは
happens.
流行ってるということでジャングルの運用というのもありますから
やっぱそんなに見ないですね。フレックスさんです。
見ないですというか見ないです
見ない。
はい見ないですミッドとのフレックスはありますよ
ああもちろんもちろん。ジャングルのフレックスですよね。アンベスター。
見ないですね
魔法かいランブルどこ
これだとランブル取らなくていいんじゃないですか。もうミッド決めでいいんじゃないですか。
いいですね
まあランブル取ってもいいと思いますけど。
ランブルマオカイも結構強いシナジーかなと思いますけど。
まあそういうことなんですよ。
あ、そういうことなんですよね。
はい
カサンテなんです。
はい、本当に今カサンテがナーフの影響で弱くなっちゃったので、序盤の主導権が取れるだったりだとか6レベルから勝てるっていうのがちょっと減っちゃったんですよね。
やっぱめちゃくちゃ人気だったシーズン1って、もうあれスワップのせいじゃないですか。
スワップのせいもありますね。
もうまあ
はい
当然あるっていう、
はい、そこからでもさらに Q のパワーとか落とされまくったので、
めちゃくちゃ落とされてますから、おおビエゴ
ミッドですか。
いや QTD なんでジャングルかなと思います。
まあ、アーリオは
Okay.
タ
We
イガー
have
やっぱり
nothing super weird though. LL gonna get a Viego.
強い方が
There's gonna be the El
ジ
Viego.
ャングルのラインが
Well, it's his wash day.
まあビエゴはそんなに強くない
I missed out
と
Darius
思われる方もし
Ori.
れませんけど、やっぱりジャングルマオカイだと
Rose have been hovering beforehand.
すごくアクションしてる
Irelia.
形になりましたね。
そしてローズといえば
I don't know if this is the time to go for that, but it is.
なんでじゃあマオカイなの
Rose gonna be going for the Irelia mid lane.
まあマオカイがサポートに行ってジャングルに AP 連れてくるんだったら僕は納得します。
まだマオカフレックスですよ。
Alright, the casters are talking about how Maokai could still be a
一番欲
flex.
しいのザイラですよ。BCT のこの子。
Which is like
ジャング
true.
ルのザイラが一番欲しいです。
I'll give them a little more AP. I mean, for now, they're kind of lacking AP. That might be something that they need, but I mean, technically, they can also go for less on like a sixth bot. They can still have the Maokai support and have Lilia jungle, something like that.
まあリミットの得意なゼリーですね。
I mean, there's still options. But also, just in general, like full AD comps are not the worst right now. Like even full AP is a different thing because magic resist is actually pretty prevalent, and it's like very hard to go through magic resist. But armor is honestly, there are so many armor pen items. Everything has armor pen.
もうこれリミットしか見てないような。
So with that being said, full AD is like fine. It's not the worst. Now is it gonna be actually a jungle? I mean, that would be pretty fun, but I'm pretty sure it's just gonna be an ADC lock. I mean, who's left? What?
見せないんだ。もうエンゲージはマオカイだけで何とかしますか。
Okay, so I mean, it
まあ最良の
confirms.
勝負を
At least it confirms that we're gonna be having
なるほど。
we're having the Maokai jungle
であればミッ
as the Braum
ド
bot,
ウェーブクリア
and they are setting up limit for R5 counter.
考えてるはずなので勝負ピックだと思います。
Limit gonna be going for the R5 counter, but who's it gonna be?
一方の QTD として
I mean, a lot of ADCs are banned, but they're really trying to wait. What is Yuhi gonna be picking here?
ああいいですね。
There's a Nico. I would assume that's together with Misfortune. Nico Misfortune so incredibly strong.
ロームもまあミニオンに化けてやっちゃいますか。
いやどう言ったらいいんでしょうね。エンゲージが補助できる。
I mean, surely it's a Misfortune here, right?
例えばパイクとか取った場合だと
I'm not sure what are they thinking about.
アンベッサと結構勝負
But like Misfortune is by far the strongest.
ところに
Zaya?
行きやすいっていうのもあったのでパイクとか
Maybe a little bit more safetyness, I guess.
あいいピックだと思いますよ。
I wanted to go for like more safety. I guess it's true. There are so many engage options. Some burning core, they need more safety, and that's what it's gonna be. Well, Limit gonna be going for the Tristana, trying to get some early leads. But I mean, it's gonna be really hard against the Nico. The first D.
裏に羽敷いたら大変なことになりません大丈夫ですかでも
いやまあ無理だと思います。だってそのためだけにブラムが後ろにいないといけない。
Yeah, that makes sense. As the casters mentioned as well. There's just so much CC on the BCT side. Even, I mean, obviously Braum as well. Have some. Irelia stun, and then the big ones, the Maokai ultimate, Cassante ultimate. Yeah, they definitely did the Zaya here. That's a lot. There's a lot of stuff to be dodging all the time.
そのタイミングで勝てなかったら結構ずっと苦しいみたいな感じですね。ボットレーンの2部には。
ポークもきついですし、でも押し込まれますよね、これは。
はい。まあでもイレリアが周りに勝てれば、
はい。
はい、全然動かしやすいと思いますから、ゲームとしては。
まあ、ここはなんというか自信を持ってローズであればピックしているとは思いますけどね。ただ対面はダイスです。
はい、でもやっぱりジャングルが魔王界なので、そのルートがどうしてもクリア速度っていう兼ね合いで遅いじゃないですか。
Ah, there you go.
早くはないですね。先ほど
This coffee is life saving for me.
イエルの方が来やすい、ミッドに来やすい。
Okay. I need this coffee so much.
区切りをつけてローズがアクションするかっていうのは BCT
I needed this coffee. Man.
前に見たローズのイレリアはね、もうとにかくずっと前に出て戦ってましたからね。あれいくらでも誘い込めますよ、あのプレーするなら。
Okay.
の時ですよね、バーサス。
はい。もうずっ
There you
と
go.
戦ってました。
I'm logged in.
ずっと味方呼んでましたよね。
I am logged in right now.
だからローズも相手倒すけど、でもローズも倒されるみたいなゲームあります
I'm
ね。
logged the hell in.
まあ、イグナイトイレリアなんでスノーボールして本当に勝っていきたいと思ってるでしょ
As now,
スノーボールから決められるかどうか。
we're gonna be in game. Game 2, QTD versus Burning Core Toyama.
ノックアウトステージラウンド2マッチ1ゲーム2 QT リーグ vs バーニングコア富山スタートです。
And this game, last game as well, I was like QTD probably wins. My prediction is not changing here. I'm definitely gonna be predicting QTD. But with that being said, Burning Core had quite a comeback last game. I mean, they almost flipped the game. They almost flipped the game. Unfortunately, though, Burning Core had so many objectives with the Hextech solos to take on 6 grubs. Those things, you can never take them away from them.
ちょっと意外ですね。
So because of that, obviously,
BCT はジャングルの
QTD ended up winning the game.
しましたよね。
But
なのでブラウン
with that being said,
を使って一レベル縦割りのような
with that being said, I was very happy with them. I was very happy with how Burning Core almost came back. If they were to focus more on objectives, if they were to more trying to play the side lanes, trying to, you know, not give away all the things, I feel like things would be a little bit different.
なんて言うんでしょう。安全な立ち回りになりそう。
And that's what we're gonna be hoping for here.
もうちょっと1レベルちょっと情報欲しいと思いますけどね、BCT は。
結果的にそのリバーより前に、まあ、互いにですけれどワードはないので、
はい、
ジャングルネッチは本当に予測以外のことはできないです、ね。
そうですね。
でこの後ダイスがレーンの主導権取って
Alright. Dice is gonna be pushing in the wave.
置かなかった下側に向かう
Earlier on, obviously, the range roadtrip is gonna be kind of already favored, but Rose just gonna be killing up the minions as well. Under threat so far. No trades between the champions.
こういうワーディングは何でしょうね。新たに置かれるかどうかのワードを見るみたいな感じですから。ちょっとここからレーン引くみたいなのを意識してるんじゃないですか、ダイスは。レーン引いて相手がバードを置かなければ。
Okay, wait, Totsu. There's a Q as well. Q is hitting. I mean, this is so early on. And Besta, I'm using the shield, not gonna be going down, but Totsu really forcing Washtai out from the lane. Washtai is still gonna be sticking around. Like, these both Besta and Cassandre are just so incredibly strong. Oh, under threat! Rose made a little bit of a mistake here. Just to flash out. Or going back in and get the solo bolo! Sorry, he wasn't the one who flashed earlier on, but... Okay, Rose getting the solo bolo. And the first blood as well. Limit, can he also follow up Rose's achievements now? Oh, there's gonna be... Yeah, Al coming in also Bruce, but... Al had a pretty good view on Limit. He has to jump away. Rose almost went down at the start. That was such a nice charm from Dias, and I think he thought that as well. But right after Rose went like, no. It was all just a bait. That was a nice stun. Does not hear it is the charm after. Just wait for the next charm. Rose try to go for the little
勝ったと思いましたけど
little geometry and flash out from Dice was nice.
引くことができた。
Try to go for the geometry, but now it just
いやーフラッシュ
the range was massive with the flash and the dash.
さあミッドレーン
Dice was not expecting it, but now oh the charm is here.
今度は見せた
And this time around, with the help of L,
1キル獲得
the charm is gotta be going through. Wait, Bruce flashed?
のなんかフラッシュ持ってますが
Wait, Bruce
出
flashed?
ましたかね。
リプレイ中になんかあったみたいですね、
え
うん
いやー
I'm not sure
あミッドガンク多分
what happened there.
ダイスが削れていって
But nonetheless,
あ
L
れですかね。
should be getting down Rose,
それちょっとバチバチですねこれは。
but quite a bloody mid lane for now. What just happened with
やっ
the...
ぱりそうですね
ここは
Look at Maokai as well. What happened in Maokai?
この後に多分来たんですよね
Oh, I haven't even seen Bruce was here.
直前のワードでよく気づきましたね。一発足りなかった。
Oh, I haven't seen that Bruce was here. Wait, what?
この一発を取りに行く
Okay, that's a little bit of a different story
して
then.
いたと。
Got down Bruce's flash and also killed Rose. Wait a second. That is much better than I thought it would be.
いやーなかなかないですからね。ここまでもういやここに出ていってチャームはかわして。
Rose wants to get a ton of
その
damage.
レベルで返していますが、おっと
But there's this stun onto Dice. And L once again back. Stun is it in that? No, just barely, but not gonna be stunning Rose.
カバーをしながらダイスに連をさせます。ヘテルも寄ってきた。そして最後
Hetel also gonna be here.
QTD が取り切っていきます。ミッドレーン。
Wait, there's a new minion joining the pack.
のが確定してますから
What is happening here?
かなりミッドにこれから
That minion is going crazy.
かけていけるでしょうね
ボイドグラブに対して夕日も寄せていますね。そしてワシダイとドルツがボットで。
Okay, Rose trying to go for the stun. It's not coming through. No level 6 for Anapon for a massive engage. Not for Bruce, for the matter. But Bruce gonna be going in, and there's also Limit here. Limit is the first one to get a kill. But there's a charm onto Limit, and Limit also goes down. L, Reset City goes in, Reset City. Stealing away the Tristar, but now Reset City might be baited in, and there's gonna be a kill for Rose.
キルはローズへ入ります。シャットダウン。
Reset City was baited in with the jump.
ミッドの
Another kill for Rose. Burning Core gonna be getting the first feat.
エナポンのオートアタックでダイスのアルティメットを多分使わせたんですよね、なので有利になったかな BCT と思ったんですけど、まあ、その後のダイスの回数が、まあ、お見事だったと。
本当にこのミッドレーンでずっと戦ってますね、この試合は。
これですね、この9
Yeah.
これでアルティメット使わないと離脱しないと、まあ、デッドするということで、これでうまくやったなと思ったんですけど、
It looked pretty good for BCT. That charm though. That charm though was really good. Okay, Burning Core, wait. Burning Core is not stopping. Going into Hetel. Hetel is already down, but Yuhi still alive. Almost kills down Limit, but Limit is surviving. Not even using his shield. Absolutely cold blood. Not even using shield. As a QT. Yeah, QTD has gotten one grab. Burning Core can go for the remaining two, it seems like. This is a much better showing from Burning Core. This is like what I wanted from them. They're still gonna be giving up the dragon, but if they can get these two grubs, I feel like that's already a better showing than last game. That's what I wanted to see from them, you know. Just do not give all the objectives away. Play a little bit active on the map. Actually, they still gonna be in a little bit of a gold deficit. Mostly because of the bot lane. Yuhi is like unimaginably ahead in CS. So that might be a problem coming through later in the game. But as far as other lanes go, I feel like Burning Core finally might be having a chance. They need to do something with Yuhi though. Because Yuhi is gonna be a problem.
ダイスかワシダイが1v1したいよっていうようなちょっとことなんでしょうかね。もしくはちょっとファームしたいか。 あ、ここででも戻しますね。
That Zaya is gonna be a problem.
ずっとワシナイがテンポ握ってたので、まあ、いつのタイミングでも QT リーグとしては変えれたんですけど、
Or maybe Rose just needs to like jump in. But like even if Rose jumping in,
ちょっと調整して
there's always gonna be his ultimate.
取ろうということになりましたわしたい。
You can even chain that with the I mean has cleanse as well. Cleanse flash ultimate.
人合わせて
There's like literally impossible to kill this Zaya.
出るのは夕日ですかね。ミニマップだと
At least to just
これ区別つかないんですよ。
at least to like lock her down.
あ、ミニオンに化けていやこれ
Now they're coming Bruce ultimate
入ってきました。
on the Maokai.
あったのでだいぶ
Stunning wash die for a little while, but they're not gonna be committing for more. Waiting for the wave to come in. And that's enough time, I think. Yeah, that's enough time for wash die to even recall. There is not gonna be a dive there, however. The gank, counter gank coming in from Al. So Rose has to flash out.
ローズとしては苦しいですね。フラッシュなくなったことでまた狙われるという形になりました。
本当にブルースが見えたのですぐさまアクションを行い
While this still happening, QTD just always slowly but surely getting some leads.
互いのジャングラーがミッドレーンにスキル発揮続けていったんで
Al gonna be really happy. He's just going for the jungle invade.
取りましたね。
こうなるとミッドジャングルのマッチアップで動きやすいのは QT リーグになりますから、相手のジャングルに入っていくと。
そうするとブルースも辛くなって
Just looking for any enemies.
されてしまった奪われていった
There's so many.
パワーをちょっともらっていいか
I feel like the bot lane is about to get heated soon.
立ち回り無血の連覇当たっていますがブルー
As
ス
all the sums are gonna be back up
ローズ
in a short few
戦うためにメイ
seconds.
ドしたようなダメージの受け方にも見えちゃいます、
見えましたね実際来いよと
But also second grab cam is about to spawn. Let's see if it's gonna be another dragon trade situation.
タイミングがずれていてボイドグラブが50
Or if there is any team who would wanna be at the grabs first.
今回はここを互いの
There are
どう考えるでしょう
recalls coming from Limit and upon, and yep,
戦い手でしょ
they're gonna go for the swap.
戦いたいと思ってると思います。
They're gonna be going for the swap
な
now.
ってもおかしくないですか
It is gonna be
いや、しかも
it is gonna be a fight for the
強いん
grabs.
じゃないですか。
高アイテムできてますね
は
I'm happy to see that.
キングブレードローズ
Burning core, you have
キャ
to
ラクターが
focus on those objectives.
フラッシュは
I still have my position. If they have more objectives game one, they could have at least flopped the gold lead.
リフトスカトルのコントロールは QTD が持っていますがリミット
Oh, but Limit got caught out here. There's a charm as well. But the Nico ultimate is pretty good so far. But Limit has to jump out. Getting dangerously low here as well. Should I also jump in with the ultimate? Public execution is gonna be taking damage now. Rose is gonna be going down. Another amazing charm from Dice. I don't think Dice missed a single charm so far.
い。いや、うまいですね。リミットも。あ、
All those charms just way too amazing. I mean, that was a ward. Never mind. Oh, that electrocute doing a lot of damage.
ちょっと怖いシーンでしたね
はい、電撃。
For a second, I thought maybe that was like a blind charm, but no. I mean, it is not like too hard to predict. But there was a ward there.
ヘテルが守っての一気にこれ有利取りますよ
And I feel like this is about the time. Same for last game. Then QTD just decides that, hey guys, we wanna lead the game now. They're like, guys, we had our fun. Now we are here to actually win the game.
いうような動きでしたね。リミットとしてもナイスプレーだったと思いますけど。仕方がない
Limit gonna be also down. Gonna be picking up their remaining 3 grubs. It's only gonna be 4. But nonetheless, they just look so incredibly strong.
これも完全ベイトですよね。俺にスキルを振ってこいみたいな動きでブルースに
Or that was my fidget thing.
形なんですけど、ニコのアルティメットにはブラウブのカバー。
Where did I?
ただトップレーンで
I don't know, where did I put it? Wait, what?
間違いの寄りの部分。そしてまあやっぱザヤを取ったことでキルまでいけないと。
夕日がいるところにローズスキルは振ってましたけれど
そうですね。なんでしょうね。BCT は
QTD 2,000 for lead now.
またつ
As
チャームで捕まえて
Rose unfortunately gonna be giving away one more kill. Reset City now 5-1-0.
5キル目です
Rose had some pretty good plays early on, but I feel like that got into him.
キャリスイッチ入りましたねこれは
まあどっち
Those early plays got into him.
シルポ行くのかコレクト行くのか。
あ
And now
そうありますからね
every single kill from QTD is on Viego.
クラーケンからのタイタンとか
Which
もあります
usually I'm not necessarily a fan of.
これはミッドレーン仕掛けて
But when it comes to Viego, if Viego resets, then literally there is nothing you can do. So in this case, I'm like, that's fine. Just keep the guy resetting.
大丈夫ですね。ダイス来るんで、その長くできないですね、CG は。
アイさんどうやらコレクターアイテムですね。
あ、やっぱりキャリ
Yeah.
ービルドオンです
はい
ね。、
キャリービルドです。
Gold lead just increasing. Now it's 3,000. It's really like a new 1,000 every few minutes. But the question is, can QTD play a little bit safer maybe? What can they do to prevent the throw that they done game 1? That is one way to prevent the throw. Just not play out the rest of the game. That is one way.
まあ一応派手なピン出てるので、
You can never lose the game if you're posing.
やっぱり BCT は前から思ってたことがやっぱりローズがテレポートを選択しないケースが多い。今回もそうですよね。で、ああいうボイドグラブファイトの時にトル2はテレポートがない。ワシタイはテレポートがあるみたいなタイミング、まあ、もしくはワシタイだけ先に寄ってくるみたいなタイミングでファイトを起こす傾向がすごくあって、そこで有利を取られるっていうのが本当に多いんですよ。まあそれはちょっと減らしていきたい部分ではありますよね。
Hopefully we get information what's happening soon. Okay, that was fast. That was very fast. And let's see the replay. Hell burning core out. Is Rose going in? Rose getting to 1 kill. Okay, gonna be killing Yuhi. I mean, Yuhi used literally everything, but still died. That's messy, but Reset City is here. Reset City with double. Oh, Reset City still goes in. Reset City goes to the triple kill. Gonna go for even more, maybe, potentially. Not, no, that's it. Yuhi already got Penta kill today. I feel like L could definitely replicate that, but rather he just playing it safe. Rather go for some more turrets. Dragon is about to spawn. Dragon stacking is gonna be the game once again for QTD.
多分ブルースのそのダブルのスネアがミニオンに打っちゃったみたいですね。
Rose got a ton of damage here, and L was already here.
そうですね。多分ダイスに
There is just no way to deal with a fat Viego, I think. Fat Viego is like actually just a GG. There's no way to deal with him.
しかもこれコレクター完成してないので、まだ完全スイッチ入ってないはずなんですよ。
There's a saucy minion. Limit gonna be surviving for now. 2,000! 2,000 of gold in the pockets of L. Jesus. He could go back and buy like a full item now. Okay, what is he gonna be buying now? He's not spending gold on that. Collector? Wait, is that normal? I mean, I was like already kind of like, what? For the Triforce, but like... I need to search it up. Is this normal? Apparently it is normal? Wait, really? Oh my god. Also, currently Viego is rated as a D tier jungler. When did we stop doing Blizzard Ruin King? Man, I'm not playing League of Legends enough. Oh my god, Charm is gonna get tossed down. It's gonna be just rotating to the top side now. Oh, not gonna be getting it, not gonna be getting it. Just a few shots. Rest in peace, Shelly.
まあまあまあ、カウンタージャングルでつなげましたね。そうですね。もともともしかしたらその狙いだったかもしれません。さ
Atakan. 1.5 minutes. Oh my god. Yuhi. Yuhi has to be careful here. They don't want to use any sums, but he still has to be careful. There's still time to reset for the Atakan.
先ほどのボットレーンから上がっていく動きというのも QTD 軍からもコールが出てバックピンが出てました。それでもうまく体力削ったので CG までこぎつけたかったっていうのもあったでしょうけど。
Where's Atakan gonna be? We're gonna be finding out soon.
やっぱりザヤはポークと
The top side. It's gonna be on the top side.
ブルーのチャンピオンですからね。
お、ダイスメジャイです。
おお、強気ですね。
早めに積みましたね。
Oh no, guys. Oh no.
もうありなら
Guys, oh no, oh no. Oh no. Look at the items. Look at Dice's items.
今回めっちゃ
Look at Dice's items, guys. Look at Dice's items.
デスキャップ
At 0, 1, and 8.
というかまあ無駄
The
に
guy goes like, hey guys, I have 8 assists. I have 8 stacks on my dark seal. I have an idea for a cheap item.
ドラゴンへの準備かアタカンへの準備か
Dice is gonna be buying the Magi's at 8 stacks alongside his Rod of Ages. He has no kills so far. Still, by the way, still every single kill that QTD has gotten, all 8 of them, every single one is on L. L is 810. No assists.
はい
No assists. All the kills are his.
まだタワーに到達しない。
これなんだったらカウンタープレイも狙えるので
This is like not necessarily a good strategy though. I mean, for Viego it might be working like legit because you wanna just you just wanna reset. That's it. So it might be working if he's the only carry, but usually it's really not working well.
大地の捕獲はクローンを使ってヘテルが止めています。
Okay, there is a charm. I mean, even through the shield, doing a lot of damage.
判定はできない。さあ、その間にもワシダイがあの状態からここまでやってきた。
And what is happening? Washtai just goes to top side. Got a tier 2 there as well.
インナータワーを削り始めた。ローズがもう一度ボットレサイドに向かっている。テレポートが
And L probably going for around the bot side, but one of the objectives is gonna be the dragon. And even though Burning Core, I feel like their objective control was like a tiny bit better in this game. I mean, they were better at the grab fights, but oh wait, charm immediately. Oh, that's rough. So what I was saying, wait, Heartbreaker on Rose? What?
ドラゴンをギブでトップタワーでよかったのでは
Wait, what the hell?
結果的になんか何もかも QTD がコントロールしている。
What is happening? So, Blade and the Rune King Heartbreaker?
が10スタックになったメジャイ。
もうこれ上が
Rose is not planning to group. It's like a len. It's like, okay, the casters just noticed. The casters just noticed.
まあハリブレーカーウィッツエンドでスプリットプッシャーのビルド
Yeah, but I wanna go for the Vitsend as well, just split pushing like crazy, but I'm not sure about it. Like, I'm really not sure if it's a good idea to just let Rose perma split push. He died quite a few times because of that.
で自分が取れるエリアを最大限にするっていうチャンピオンです。
じゃあ 1V はしなければいい。2対1
Okay, I mean, Rose went for split pushing once again with the Heartbreaker. Is it helping? The answer is gonna be a no. The answer is gonna be a big no. Heartbreaker not helping.
装備差ありますね。
I am not sure what is Burning Core strategy here. Why would they send Rose to side in on the Irelia? I don't get it. It's not bad on paper. I'm just like, this guy has been dying so much, like even since the first levels. He had like a good solo kill, but after that he just overextended every single time.
BCT ローズのですタイマー残り5秒ですがアタカンマッチしているバロンは2分
Atakan up. Baron also gonna be up in a little less than 2 minutes.
トップサイドに向かっていきます。ミッドレーンのプッシュは夕日フラッシュもアルティメットもクレンズもある。ワシライが守るようなポジション取りリコールフェイクを
Summoner is available for the most part. All the flashes are available though. Oh, except for Washidai, but Most of the flash is available. QTD, incredibly strong. Almost all the lead is on L. But now Hetal going in for the massive stun. And there's Reset City. Reset City, this guy got all the kills here so far. Only kill that's not for L is actually for Hetal. There is already a double. Wait, is it happening? Chat, is it happening? Okay, the Braum is not the best target to reset on. I feel like he has to go for more. Reset City. Oh, Reset City. Reset City. Oh no, that's unofficial. Oh no, out of the timer now. So Boshida is gonna be making sure it's not even an unofficial penta. But nonetheless, it's gonna be an ace for QTD. And I feel like 24 minutes in, that's a little too early. Do they wanna finish it? No, they're gonna be going for the recall. They're going for potentially setting up for a Baron, potentially setting up for the Otacon. But they are looking to 2-0. Honestly, better performance than the first game. Even though they won that one, there was like a little bit of a throw situation. Now with all that being said, L, incredible. Incredible. First game, I feel like the Pantheon, he was a little too aggressive at times. He literally just like altered into 5 people with the Pantheon game 1. The Viego is much more of his champion. On the Viego, it's much more like his style, you know. He can literally go in and go for the resets. That's what this guy needs. That's what the guy needs. That's what he can carry on. I kind of like how Ori still no kills. There's a Magi is there, but no kills, you know. Support Ori striking. I mean, still late in stacks. I mean, it's not too bad. The charms are also really good. I don't think I've seen Dice missing a single charm this game. But this is the Al show. Look at the numbers. Look at the KDAs. It's a little. It is something. It is something. I have a feeling if I were to give an MVP, I might actually. I might give an MVP for today. Might give an MVP, but if I were to give an MVP, it has to be Al. Like this Viego, this is out of this world. Like literally, he could go in. This Viego 12 kills. Like again, the most anyone else is 1. 12 kills though on this Viego. As now Yuhi gonna be starting on this fight with a kill. He's gonna go for the second penta. I mean, he already had a penta last game, but no, Al goes like no more penta for this team. But they're looking to end the series. They're looking to end 2-0. Game 1, they almost lost. They almost threw the game. However, there's triple kill already for Al, right? Game 1, they almost lost from 7k. They went down back to 1 or something like that. They almost lost, almost threw. But in the end, they came out victorious. And game 2, they came in here with blood in their eyes, especially Al on the Viego. Incredible performance. What is going to be the end score for him? 15-1-2. That is going to be the end score for Al. As now they're going to be finishing this series 2-0. As they're moving on to a grand final to face one of Reject or DFMA Academy. We're going to find out who wins just after this match. But they are going to be the first team in the grand finals of the LJL next week. Everybody expected them to make it. L is just out. L doesn't want to be here. L is just out. They don't even look happy. They look like job's not done. Literally, job's not done. There's still the finals. Everyone expected a 2-0, but I feel like game 1 especially. What I wanted still came true. I wanted Burning Core to show up a little. And game one they did.
選択肢があるような
It did feel like game one was almost won by Burning Core. Like Burning Core almost won game one.
ラッシュしてもなんだったらよかったですから
They were so close.
スキルが決まったのでじゃあもうファイトで一本
And when it comes to this game,
見えましたね
it was a little more clean. Now with that being said, Rose still had moments here and there.
今回は
Limit also still had some moments, but
初めての勝利と
it was the L show.
まあ QTD は本当狙い通り
I don't think any point we really thought that QTD would lose.
での2V2のファイトで
It was their game to win. And there it is, they're gonna be our first team in the grand final. No surprises there. But I do think that Burning Core still kind of like just like last split. They lost in in semis. They lost in semis to reject that time. But I feel like we could. I mean, at least like for me, I felt like they were the second best team last split. This time around with QTD arriving as well, they have been dethroned in that position. But at least they somewhat stayed competitive. The gap was still quite large. But compared to other teams, it does feel like that they did their best.
さあこれで BO3 見事勝利してファイナルへのチケットを手に入れました QT リーグそれではインタビューの準備できているということなのでインタビューしていきたいと思います QT リーグユヒ選手インタビューの方よろしくお願いします
Yuhi is gonna be our one with the interview.
さあこの BO3 を勝って決勝戦進出が決まりましたけど今のお気持ちから聞かせてください
Yeah, how do you feel now that you made it to the grand final?
ねまあちょっと安心ですね。
Yeah, I feel relieved.
リジェクト戦にちょっとボコられてから、まあちょっといろいろ不安なところがいっぱいあって。
Yeah, we got stoned by Reject last game that we played against them.
まあ復活できてまあちょっと安心って感じで。
So we wanna get back there and we wanna like have revenge against
ユ
them.
ー選手油がギンギンに乗ってたかなっていうふうに思ったんですけど
You were in you were in really you were really energetic today. You were even got a pentakill. Like congratulations for your penta.
出なかったですねみんな。
Well, how was this like when you get a penta? Honestly, I wasn't really talking to anyone. I didn't even notice. I like after the third kill, I was like, oh wait, I might be getting a penta, but I didn't really notice it. That was me as well. I didn't notice it. I didn't notice it honestly.
そうですよねなんか喜びとかなんか爆発があるのかなと思ったんですけどすごく冷静だったということなんでしょうか
So were you like happy
まあスクリームでいっぱい出てるから、
or what was?
そんなはい珍しいもんじゃないですよ。
なるほどわかりました
Were you like happy or like how was the reaction from you? You said I just felt like it was a scream.
あとは先出しでの座やということでユー選手にかか
And then in the next game, like your Zaya was really important.
これどういう狙いがあって先出しだった
Played really well. How was it to fight with Zaya? You know, you
まあバンピックの流れ的に。
why did you choose her?
ま
What was that?
あジンクスとかフェリオスとかまあそういうスケール系のチャンピオンをやってくるかな。
We thought that Enemy would be playing some late game scalers like the Jinx or Aphelios.
まあそのレートゲームも強いし集団戦もまあ相手の構成にいいザヤが一番いいなと思ってザヤをピックしました。
なるほどそしてその上で
Yeah, but I mean, our club was still good in the team fights, in the lane as well as the team fights.
ご自身でいかがでした
I wasn't scared. You kind of carried both games today. How do you feel about your performance as for these two games?
戦中いやまあ80点ぐらいかな。
I would say it's like 80%.
足りない20
80%.
まあ足りない20点は
But what about the rest? What about the 20 other?
緊張してて1ゲーム始まる前から
I was a bit nervous today
緊張でちょっと
before the first game started.
プレーがちょっと良くなかった。
And because of I was nervous, my laning was not the greatest in game one. So that's what the remaining 20 points is deducted for.
まずは待ち受ける形になると思うのでそこに上がって
Now that you made it to the finals,
していたリジェクトを倒した DFMA アカデミー
now, I mean, if reject them, there's gonna be DFM versus reject now.
必要だという選手考えます
So, what do you think you need to do to beat them and win LJL?
中盤から終盤までの力っていうのはまあどこにも負けてないと思ってて、
I feel like our,
まあ序盤のまあレーニングからそのボイス
I feel like the from the mid game to the end game,
そのまあヘラルドとかまでの序盤
It's unmatched. I feel like we're really good in that. But as far as like our void crab, like the void grubs and Herald, that's when we sometimes throw. We have to fix that. But after that, we don't matter who our opponent is, we can win. And is there anything you wanna stay in there at the end?
BCT 戦、無事勝てて、次決勝なんですけど、まあ、どの相手が来ても
We could beat BCT in a clean game.
戦って、
Now it's time for the grand final.
と思ってます。応援
So we're gonna be preparing with our full heart, and we are all gonna be working hard to win LJL in the finals. Thank you for the interview, Yuhi. Thank you, thank you.
はいというわけで、ユウ選手のインタビューでしたけれども、
なんかペンタあっさりしてましたね。
相津さんが一番興奮してたまでありましたね。
はい。
He was like, is this scream?
僕はずっとデビュー当時からユウ選手はうまいのになって思い続けてたキャスターの一人なんですよね。
はい。
はい。なので、ようやくペンタが見れてものすごく嬉しかったんですよ。
もうクワドラからね、もう大興奮でしたけど、
Yeah.
から
I'm gonna be honest, like I was with Yuhi there. I didn't even know he was getting a penta. At the third kill, I was like, I seen triple kill, and I'm like, wait a second. I didn't know that he got the first one. I didn't know he was even alive at that point. I was like, triple, quadra. Wait a second. Is it happening? And it was what's happening.
たまにあるじゃないですか。
あ、そうですね。
Some with Yuhi there.
その集中してたっていう。
He was like, I was cool. I was cold.
そしてファイナルの自信も十分だということでしたね。
まあリジェクトはかなり意識してるみたいですね。
そうですね。まあどちらが上がってくるかはこの後の試合次第です。
Let's see how long the break is gonna be.
インタビューでございました。さあそれでは続いてはそのマッチ2リジェクト。
If it's like super long, I'm gonna be getting some food.
その前に26よりお知らせをしていきたいと思い
If
ま
it's
す。
like super long, I'm getting some food. But if it's like less than 5 minutes, I'm sticking around. Usually they're not less than 5 minutes, so I think I'm gonna be but 50.
ロゴは3シとなっております。背面には公式グッズについている特製パッチがついており、高級感のあるデザインとなっております。そしてデスクマットは LJL のタグラインであるリフォージアスワンを表したデザインで、朝に加えて裏面の滑り止め加工によって安定感抜群の
Hold on, give us a timer.
デスクマットとなっております。デザインもとってもクールですね。さあそして今年の LJL より LJL 公式グッズの売り上げの 50% が安定的な、リーグの運営供給の資金に充てられることとなりました。LJL の初の試みですが、LJL ファン
What is the time in Japan now?
作り上げていきたいと思いま
Oh,
す。
sorry, 7. According to recap, the match starts in like 13 minutes.
ホームページをご覧ください。
Recap literally just tweeted out that like, okay, because the first match has ended super fast. I mean, come on, like we kind of expected that. Recap is like, oh, it seems like that's what's happening. Recap, you also knew it's gonna be this fast. Come on. So it seems like the next match is gonna be happening in like 13 minutes, something like that. Okay, okay, so Storm MVP. Who's my MVP? I mean, who? Finals. I guess it's gonna be depending on finals. Like every one of these is gonna be depending on finals. I'm gonna be honest. I haven't thought of my I haven't thought of my choices, like who I would do. Best play of the Storm. I haven't seen, unfortunately, the first 2 weeks. Cannot choose that one. Reject versus DFMA Academy. Chat, I'm gonna be honest. I feel like this is also not gonna be too close. I think that Burning Core is probably the third best team. DFMA Academy is also kind of in this ballpark. I feel like it's not even gonna be as close as the previous one. If I were to predict, my prediction is it's not gonna be as close as the previous one. I mean, if the previous one was a 2-0, it is gonna be a 2-0, but I feel like it's gonna be even more of a stompy game. And yeah, we have 14 minutes. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna have some Jesus Christ, I cannot talk. I'm gonna have some food. I'm really hungry right now. I'm gonna have some food. I'm gonna make some eggs, and after that we're gonna be back. We're gonna be watching the next game as well. This is just a preview. As a reminder, this is just a preview. Finals should be QTD versus Reject. and that should be very close. But for now, enjoy the DMCA free music, as I'm gonna be right back. What's up? Or is this more minutes? I had a very tasty salmon. A very good salmon. My cat was also more than happy. My cat was more than happy to join me in eating the salmon. Right now, what are we having here? Do I have a Wordle? The normal one? Alright, try for the remaining 5 minutes. Wordle should be easy. I'm gonna do my Wordle. I'm gonna do my Wordle. I mean, it should be easy, right? There's no chance it isn't. Okay. I'm always starting with the crane. Amazing, amazing, amazing. At least 5 down. What is left afterwards? I don't know. But I'm trying to like, just, you know, use all the other words, all the other letters. I don't know. Poem. Wait, Poland is 1 or 2. Oh no, that's 2 L's. Okay, I wasn't sure about that. I wasn't sure. How do you say Poland? What words left though? Oh, there are so few vowels. There are so few vowels. I literally cannot make words. There's like I, O. That's it. You. Pollute is out of one, but it's also double L's. Okay, I think I just have to use words that I know are not gonna be in it. I cannot make like a insane 3 try play here. I mean, there's lodge, but that's also has an E. I feel like a lot of words that I'm thinking about has an E, which just cannot be. Okay, no, not an R either. Timely. Wait, timely doesn't have an E, right? Like timely. Team, no, never. That's not. Timmy. Is that a word? Come on. I don't know what to say. Like the remaining ones are so weird. Literally like 3 vowels or something. Okay, yeah, 3 vowels, and like every other thing is a consonant. I cannot do anything here. Mold. Moldy. Oops. So yeah, wait, do you know why wait, can we? Are you spoiling? Plug. Plug might be, but nah. Bluff. Okay. All right. BL. We got BL. I think it should be easy from now on, right? Bliss. Team Bliss. Amazing. Amazing. We got it. Just when LJL is about to resume. Amazing. This was one of my best guesses. Okay, I mean 4 is not the best, but like Okay. Bliss, Team Bliss helping me out here. Now, back to LJL. This match that we're about to watch, Reject versus DFM Academy. I don't feel like that it's not gonna be a long one. I mean, even Burning Kotoyama, QTD was also 2-0. Though, to be fair, Burning Kotoyama actually just actually showed up. Game 1 especially, there were moments when I thought that Burning Core might be taking that game. I never had a doubt in my mind that the series would go to QTD, but Burning Core Toyama could have taken a game away, potentially. Now, I saw Reject DFM Academy. I do feel like that maybe that's like a little bit bigger of a gap. I said the first match that I want to see Burning Core doing something proactive. I want to see them, you know, even if they don't take a game away, I want to see them like showcasing that they are the third best team. I feel like this one is gonna be a little bit harder. That's gonna be a little bit harder for sure, because it does feel like that DFM Academy is not probably a little bit worse than Burning Core, at least like for me, on the name power alone. That was my impression of them. As now, it does do like Reject and Reject QTD. Those two are in a competition. Who is the best? I mean, if Reject wins today, then they're gonna be meeting in the grand final next week to once and for all decide who is the best. But as for today, I do feel like if DFM Academy even shows like a good play, if they have a good dive or something like that, that is already an achievement. It is gonna be like a little bit rough match, I think, for DFM Academy. Reject is looking like our strongest team. QTD definitely is close to them. QTD is the only team so far who has taken down Reject ever in LJL. I mean, even the last game though, that Reject and QTD played, actually Reject even stomped that one. So they're looking pretty much undefeatable right now. Only contender for that is QTD, which is gonna be, once again, grand final next week on Tuesday, same time. I'm gonna be co-streaming that one as well. I'm fairly certain. I'm gonna be checking, but I'm like, very fairly certain that that's exactly what's happening. Okay, I don't know how to use the league website. The league website is kind of trolling me. Oh yeah, this will be Tuesday next week. So whatever happens, QTD already gonna be there, and now we're gonna be finding out who's the other team who would be getting there. I don't see a world where our other finalist is not Reject. Even the finals, like QTD beat them once, but the second game was so incredibly strong that I could even see Reject just throwing the finals, not gonna lie. They're quite the dominating team. This is just a little appetizer before the main course next week. I think we might have some pauses, because usually we should not be on this screen for this long. Also quite funny how DFM Academy is first in kills, but like in death they're like middle of the pack. They're always just going in, dying the ton, but also killing. The godly difference is actually interesting to see from Reject. I feel like the reason for that is that QTD just had such an easy route in the Swiss. But here is Reject. Here is your Reject.
しすぎてるというのもあって、
Here is your
不安
reject.
要素の部分もあったんですけど、最近ではソロデッドではなく逆にキルを取るような
Only ever team who beats them
安定してるチーム
in the LJL is QTD. And they're already waiting in the finals. Now reject just needs to get there. I don't think there's gonna be any issue, but here's the DFMA Academy. I still love them. Momo always laughing. X. I'm not, but what are they trying to write?
昨日そのメスティさんのちょっと
Red Red just goes for me? Momo? Me?
お邪魔した機会があって
What do you wanna say to me, Momo?
その時に僕はこの
I'm dead?
モモが JSON
Resty, you say I am dead?
つけてたんですけど、
Oh no no no. Oh no.
はいこの
Oh no, I don't wanna be dead.
使っていただけるのかなというのを期待したいですね。
What is Momo doing?
今日もなんかカメラでメッセージを出してる
パン
No, I love Momo. He is always like playing for the camera.
送ったらどうですか？和代さんの仮面とかあったじゃないですか。
あー昔ね、ありましたね。懐かしいです。
なんかグッズ送ったらなんかいろいろやってくれそうなんで、
でも下の2人はやってくれないんで。
決勝まで行ったらやる。
Alright, let's get into the game.
あと2勝ですだから。
あと2勝 BO3 で取れば
はい。
決勝でやってくれるんじゃない。
Let's get us into the game.
DFMA アカデミーの知り方からすると楽しみですけれども。
I love DFM. I think their players are really fun.
そうですね。
Momo especially, always playing for the camera, always dancing whenever he picks a champion. I mean, you guys are gonna be seeing it.
BO3 どんなところこの2チーム
Also, Nesty is joining in on the fun.
話もしてもらいましたけれど。
ああ、はい、そうですね。まあでもやっぱり
Is this
ジ
the
ャングル対決じゃないですか。
I'm waiting a package,
はい、フォレスト VS
which I don't understand because the competitive is like we're gonna be coming at like 8 p.m. I was like, the hell? Why are you guys working at 8 p.m.? Like what? The problem that's what they said, but I checked the GPS and they're like near me, so I'm like, why don't you just like come here? I don't understand this. Doesn't matter. The problem is gonna be like literally like 8 p.m. and they deliver the package.
バルスバイの番です。
ターゲット番多いですね。
まあフォレストへの在庫を開けて痛い目にあったチームもたくさんいますからね。
I don't know what they're doing, whatever.
はい。そしてグエン、ナフィーリアが
Notably,
ランブル J サイト
Noffer is not banned, but like I mean surely DFM bans Noffer, right?
まああと LCP だとサイオンなんかも評価
Surely they would be, right?
もし J ストル
I'm pretty sure Forest's stroke is more like, well, again, how strong his Noffer is. And that's gonna be, I mean, Noffer first pick for reject.
ファーストバンされるかほどかって言われるとあれですけど、フェアレスの
It seems to be the case. I mean, a very obvious one. Does DFM have anything in mind? What do they plan doing here? Okay, what on earth is happening there? My dogs are going all crazy. Or Nasty. That's why he let Forest pick the Nofri. Nasty is kind of, I mean, at least like used to be a Kane one trick. He used to be a Kane one trick, one of his best champions, and he goes like, Forest, you wanna pick the dog for yourself? Let me pick my champion as well. There's gonna be aggressiveness in the jungle, and I love to see that. Is Rumble gonna pick that for Kinetsu? A really strong start, a really incredibly strong start for Reject. Who's it gonna be for the mid lane and anyone who can lock in champions? Unironically, the Aurora. I was about to say that the Galio would be pretty good, but our Aurora is better. There's gonna be Galio for DFM, then kind of trying to counter the Aurora, but yeah, Aurora is better than Galio, just have more damage. But the fact that you can just lock in enemy is massive together with the Rumble. And there's gonna be DFM locking in the Galio, which, I mean, could be Momo's, could be Red's. Like, both of them are comfortable with both of those champions. I mean, I feel like you want the Jace top, right? I do feel like that you want Jace to the top. Because if it's Galio top, then the Galio is not gonna have a fun time against the Rumble. Though Galio, I mean Galio also gonna be kind of struggling versus Aurora,
あ
but
とエズリアル
I do feel like that you absolutely do not want the Galio to go into Rumble.
チャンピオンですけど、決してないですね、互いに。
アリスターを消していく。レールが取りやすい。
There's gonna be a Jinx ban, a Star ban. What is it gonna be for Reject?
ラカンを消したりもしますけど、
Reject so far not really cooking too hard.
かもしれないですね、これ。
They usually don't cook.
相手の出方見ながら
They usually don't really cook.
霞側が普通はこう
I mean, we see like sometimes there's like a Z jungle. And I'm not even sure. Actually, I think that they played it like maybe once.
ザヤラカンでセット
But that was right after that Grizzly played against them in Hanwha Life Challenger.
アリスター1からもどうかなと思ってましたけど、抑えましたね。
So they don't really cook that much, and some are gonna be just picking up the corky
ポッピーありますね。
ただエンゲージの
together with the Nautilus. That is a pretty simple comp.
より強気にエンゲージ
And also, I'm gonna be honest, it's like pretty simple to execute as well.
ファーストエンゲージとオーロラセカンドエンゲージ
Reject is a really good team. They can definitely execute harder comps as well. But this time around, they at least gonna be opting in for extremely easy comp.
スターのボット増えましたね。
Even they're not afraid to go in, pop the Aurora Ottoman,
個人的には
pop the Rumble Ottoman.
好きではない。
Let the corky just brrr from far away.
トレード次第では主導権が取れる。
This is a really easy comp. It's nothing special.
主導権取れる
I mean, not free has been played these days,
まあよっぽ
so even that one is not really a specialty
だ
anymore.
からやっぱトリスターナってファイトしてつぶいつでなんかキル取ってスノーボールみたいな印象ですよね。だからこそなんかリスク高くてそのプレーができなかった時にあれトリスターナどうするのみたいななりがちですか。
ガリオミッドになりましたね、これで。
本当ですね。使えるかなと思い
Yeah, it's gonna be Galio. I mean,
まあでも、
casters are surprised, but I'm absolutely not surprised to see
ジャ
that.
ングル勝負ですね。
ジャングル勝負。
はい
I'm absolutely not surprised to see Galio
キ
mid.
ャリーできるか。で、セットアップがちょっとより強いのはやっぱガリオの。
It-
おなんか
Galio would have struggled hard on the top lane.
のセットアップですよね。
I feel like it's much better to send the Jace there.
えー
Jace at least can somewhat keep
多分若干高いのかな
keep the rumble,
というふうに思います。
keep up with the rumble
タ
somewhat.
ンクに対してはディールがダメージ力が上がっていくんですけど、タンクいないですからね、基本的にリジェクト側の。
そうです。
もしこれが青ケインとかに行けば、
Reject doesn't have a tank. I mean, Caster's mentioning it, which is true.
まあ考えられますけど、
Reject does indeed not have a tank.
やっぱそのまあ赤ケイン。
But this is Reject we're talking about, so
まああとはトップレ
I,
ーンで
I don't really think that they are in dire need of a tank in any of their
重
comps.
要なポイントになってきますね。
アイさんがねわざわざもう実使わないんでしょっていうメッセージをかけましたけれど。
だってずっと使わなかったんですよ。でも
いや
Only thing left now for us is just to get into the game.
セミファイナルで出してきたというところですから、まあちょっと期待はしたくなるようなピックですけれども。
そうですね。個人技あるのはもともと知ってるので、
はい。さあこのセミファイナルマッチ2のゲームを抑えるのか。
As we're gonna get into the game now.
LJL2025 ストームノックアウトステージラウンド2マッチ2ゲーム1リジェクト vs デトネーションフォーカスミーアカデミースタートです。
Getting into the game. Rhino immediately gonna get code out.
怒り投げ壁に伝って
Nesty gonna be stacking the transformation.
アカデミーインベードの形で入ってきます。
Already I've seen a few points. If he wants to go for Red Cane.
周辺にも一本。
いいですね。とにかくこうやって荒らしていきたいですよ。
They're also gonna be stealing away potentially the red. Though I mean, DFM, sorry, Reject is well aware for that.
こういうアクションをすることによってどういう
Gonna be sending in both Recap and Forest.
そうですね。各それぞれのレーナーが楽になるっていう。
They're gonna go for Rhino here once again. Even then. Okay, few more shots should be enough. There's the first one for Nesty, but Nesty should be going down. Threat shot was a little too much here. Somewhere also gonna get knocked back from Kurauto with a shield from Dan. But Dan is gonna be jumping out, and Kurauto should be going down as well. No, never mind. Recap is gonna get the kill. It's a 2-for-2 so far. Not looking too good for DFM. Oh man, they went for an early play, but they screwed up. Oh no, even Forest gonna get another one. That is insane. Oh no.
3キル獲得はリジェクト、2キル獲得はデトネーションフォーカスミーアカデミーです。
They just wanted one kill for Nasty. They just wanted one kill for Nasty, but they stayed for too long. They stayed for way too long there.
フラッシュがちょっと遅れたので、デノメーションカスミアカデミーとしては2キル取れたというのも大きかったポイントですね。
I mean, I guess Nasty got his kill.
までいけたのもちょっと大きかったですかね。ネスティとあとディンとも食らっているようには見えましたが。
And even that one kill, although the other kill from Reject was from DFM. That was picked up by Kurauto, so that's not good by any means. Now with that being said, I mean, you know, Red King actually gonna be pretty close. Like those are quite a lot of stacks that he's getting from these level ones. There was a lot of them. Red King is gonna be here soon. Not, I mean, early on is what I mean. So there is that. There's definitely that, but is it gonna be enough to even make a dent in Reject? Well, I don't know. But Kurauto gonna get quite a lot of damage onto him. His dent is not really allowed near his minions.
は上からにしたようですね、リコール後。デスクの活動。
そうですね。
The game is starting at least. Oh, okay, Momo. I'm gonna go for the flash and Kiratsu with the solo bola. Try to go for the solo kill there. But I mean, I definitely at least have to appreciate the try. Both teams are playing quite aggressive. DFM started the aggressiveness with the level 1, but Reject is opting into that, which I'm happy to see. I'm happy to see that it's now the two junglers gonna be meeting. This is Nasty's home turf, but the Nofri is quite strong to dodge. Even this early on, it's gonna do a lot of damage. Just wait a second, Nasty though. Nasty just gonna get the solo kill? What is happening? You don't screw with Nasty on his very own champion. Nasty used to be a Kane one trick, and now showcasing that he still has the proficiency in champion. It's a bloody game. I'm liking this quite a lot. I am somewhat surprised that Reject is opting into some of these not the greatest fights. But I'm not against that. Like, you know, Reject if you want a scrappy fight. If you want scrappy fights, Reject, just go for that. Like I'm liking this. I'm enjoying every single moment. I'm enjoying every single moment here. Oh, wait a second. Why is Red super low on the picture-in-picture? Do you guys see this here? Why is he so low? Can I see the picture-in-picture? Yeah, rookie mistake from Momo. People always underestimate Rumble damage even early on. The flame doesn't look like that strong at the start, but like it builds up, definitely builds up, and it's gonna deal a ton of damage. Hey, Nightmare Slayer. Thank you for the follow on Twitch. Thank you. And thank you. Hi.
ただ近くにフォレストがやってこようとしている。イコライザーが覚えることができている。ただトップサイドに行くのではなく、ここはボイドグラブ確実に取る判断にしました。
Okay, that's a typical grab for Dragon. Very early Dragon for DFM. I mean, if you cannot contest the grabs, that's... I always think that that's the best option. This is the earliest Dragon actually we've seen today. This is by far the earliest Dragon. Almost on spawn. And I mean, 3 grabs gonna go for a reject, but what can the DFM get out of this? No level 6 to Nasty is a little concerning if there's any dive happening here. But if DFM is able to freeze a little bit, then it might just be a simple gank. Rhino is gonna be the one. Gets the damage on, but there's not enough. It's not enough. Especially with Rhino pulling up the armor. That's absolutely not enough. They have to run away now. Uh-oh. Or Kurauto might be a bait here as Nest is still around. Gonna be going for the E. Nest is gonna get a kill. And Rin is level 6 available. He has level 6 now if he wants to go for more. But it seems like with the flash out, he's just gonna be happy with the 1 kill. Now Momo is gonna be the one in trouble. As there is Forest. And if you don't know, yep, this guy also pretty good in dice. With a dodge coming in, I mean, they're just a dead Momo. Yeah. Well done. Oh, Forest had to flash away. I just got Forest flash away, but in the end, this is still pretty good for reject. Nasty though. Oh, that's gonna be called out here. Has level 6 now. If he wants to use defensively. There is that. Nest is playing extremely aggressive, but that's basically what I want to see from Arcane. I'm not against that. Gonna be out of here. Yeah, how far from, I mean, 7 minutes, 8 minutes. They're still pretty, it's still way too early for transformation, but I mean, it should be soon, right? 3 kills, a lot of jungle camps. I feel like if he wants to go for red, I would assume he would wanna go for red cane here, but red cane should be quite soon, like in a few more minutes.
もう一回トップダイブ狙いますけど、リジェクトどうしますか？もう一回狙いますよ。これレレもテレポート使ってミッドも。
And reject gonna have already. Oh, I was about to say 2000 of a lead, but maybe that's gonna be decreasing a little bit here. Immediate flash out from Kinatsu. Nesty not gonna be using the ultimate. I mean, that would have been a little dangerous as well. He's just building towards Red Cane. After Red Cane, things might get interesting, might get a little more aggressive. Until then, just a reset for the grubs. Do not overstand here.
クラフトこれはプッシュカバーいいですね。今からネスティがトップサイドのジャングルに行くので、このタイミングで
Hey there. Oh, Kurauto gonna be caught out here. Nice ultimate from Recap. Kurauto probably falls. Oh no. Oh no, another kill for Forest. Sorry. There's ultimate coming in from Nasty. He's also probably gonna be going down. Oh, double kill for Forest. This is not good. Forest is gonna be going down, but the second is a double kill for Momo. But that's not even too bad. キルトレードとしてはこれ2-2になりましたかね、最終的にクラフトデッドしましたから。No, ping it on Discord? I don't even. I have the mode on. I like the stream mode on. Didn't notice. Oh, the gold is still gonna be increasing. And Forest getting fed is not great.
これミッドのプッシュを分かってる前提で僕はプッシュしてると思ってたので、ここにガリオが
Actually, not a bad showing from DFM. The fact that Forest is getting fed is pretty bad. But Nest is playing well, I have to give props to him. Nest is playing super well here. 2 kills from Momo is also pretty big. The poke is gonna be pretty insane from now on. Oh, there's Red Cane. Red Cane done. 10 minutes into the game. Yeah, I feel like Forest is gonna be a massive problem. I'm also Kinatsu 2-0. Kinatsu is 2-0, that is crazy. Already Leandro's done. Oh, they're gonna get 6 grubs. Nesty has to intervene. Nesty somehow has to intervene, but he has a level disadvantage, and now the bot lane coming in to help. That's a 6 grub once again. Not once again. It was the previous match. But 6 grub previous match was detrimental for DFM. That is one of the reasons they couldn't come back. As Nakuroto once again called out here. There's the ultimate coming in. Also, Red are gonna be helping out, but not a single stun. Oh, Nesty though. Nesty has ultimate. They have to go to Forest, they have to go to Forest, there's the dodge. After dodge, they have to get a kill here. But oh no, wait, recap. Recap is with the 2 kills. And that's why you're not feeding the Nofri. That's why you're not feeding the Nofri. There's an ace! A quadra kill? We're still a pentakill today. There's a quadra kill for Recap! We almost got 2 pentas today. That is crazy. Yeah, that's GG. That's GG. That is the expected result. That is the expected result. I have to give props to Nesty though. Giving Nofri to Forest is a risky play. Unfortunately, it's not working out for DFM.
でここでもうスキルがないんですよ。なので反転する。イコライザーさらには
At least equalizer was not that good from Kinatsu. But yeah, the fight afterwards, I mean, the members are just too fan. Yeah, 10 minutes. Yeah, 10 minutes. Nesty got the red.
これで最後、
He got like 3 kills like in the first 5 minutes. It was a very, very fast red cane. He was like from level 1 as well. He got a ton of stacks from that. The little Nofri play, the little Nofri trade did not work out, unfortunately. I would have loved to see like an actual competitive game here, but yeah. Nesty is playing well. He's my SVP or whatever it's called. And losing teams MVP. Was not a bad, like they were like, we're gonna give away the Nofri, but we're gonna be picking up the cane for ourselves. That was a very conscious trade for them. And there's gonna be the Camtech. I'm not even... Camtech sword is pretty OP now, right? It is buffed. Especially on Nofri. With all the dodges and everything. Like even if she goes, it's not... It got buffed, it's like not like an Infernal Mountain or Hextech even. Yeah, but even, I mean, on Nofri it's not too bad. Like when you go low, when you go under 50, you still can dodge and still can do a ton of damage. Yeah. Ocean is... I mean, Ocean is good for poke comps. But basically that's it. Red are gonna go for the Rod of Ages, which is a little interesting here. I mean, if you watch Spirit Quads Gaming, their mid laner, their Taiwanese mid laner called Sai. Sai is known for his full AP Galio. Like he goes Blackfire Torch first, then Stone Surge. That Galio does damage. I tried it on ARAM. My Galio was not doing as much damage as Sai's. But nonetheless, it is gonna be really hard now. Ultimate available for Nasty. Gonna be going for that as well. Resetting the aggro. They can probably get this one. Yeah. Okay. Not too bad. Shutdown. I didn't see how much shutdown gold recap had, but like 5 kills. It was around. I would assume around 300. Oh, well. Oh, wait a second. Forest might be called out here. No ultimate anymore for Nesty, but there's also the ultimate coming in from Rera. Oh, never. Oh, the taunt is not coming through from Rera. And this fight is not looking too great anymore. Kinatsu with another kill. That was 500, Jesus Christ. But it doesn't matter. Meanwhile, by the way, I think on the top side, Kinatsu got a turret. And now they're gonna go for the dive here. Oh. What? What? They're just legends, and I guess they're needlessly as well, doing the work here. Yeah, the draft is... DFM kind of banked on the fact that they got a R2 Kane. But at that point, the Rejectors already had Nofri Rumble, which is insane damage. They don't have frontline, but it seems like they don't need frontline. Our Aurora's range is quite insane, as you can see, she's fed now. Yeah, Forest, can anytime just go for the dodge. I still say that's a pretty good fight. As like a reminder, Reject was our first seed team, so they were able to choose their opponent. I feel like in the semifinals, it kind of actually has the best 4 teams. But DFM is definitely the 4th one in that. Oh, that's a really nice ultimate from Recap once again. Kurauto. Oh wait, Nesty stole the Herald. But I mean, I'm still gonna be dying here. I couldn't even get the eye. Yeah, I mean, wait. Oh, never mind. There's a stun. Couldn't even pick up the eye there.
とキナツが完璧でしたよ。たった2つのアルティメットスキルでもう
That's more fighting power from DFM though. And they're just making the grand final. I mean, assuming reject duos here, which I feel like at this point, not at this point, at the start of the season, we kind of expected that our grand final would be reject versus QTD. As a reminder, grand final gonna be next week. Also, by the way, this is a BO3, so we're definitely gonna have at least one more game. But after that, as a reminder, grand final gonna be next week on Tuesday. There's gonna be most likely QTD versus recap or QTD versus reject. I kind of would have liked the event for tank top and have someone with more damage for Rada, but it is what it is. 2 items now on Forest. Picked up the Spirit of Shojin as well. A lot of Spirit of Shojin, actually. Nasty also completed it. Everyone, I mean, both Momo and Nasty are having some MR already. It's really needed. Recap and Kinatsu are super strong. They're gonna be catching up right now. But such a nice, such a nice equalizer from Kinatsu coming in. Wait. Kurauto is gonna be going on. It's a 1-for-1 so far, but Nasty got down Forest. Oh, never mind, Forest is dead. But Forest is still there. Okay, I'm not sure. So many things happening, my brain cannot keep up. But nonetheless, Nasty still doing his best. But unfortunately, Recap is just too strong, but Reject in general. Just too strong. Gonna be the second dragon in this game. Knowing Reject, I do not think that we're gonna get a soul this game. I feel like in 10 minutes the match is, the game is already gonna be over at that point. That is the expected result. Looking at the stats, looking at the gold lead, that is what I would have expected. But Nasty is definitely keeping the fortress. Game 2, I'm interested to see what kind of draft we are going to be having, as Noffer going to be out. But also, Nasty is probably the best champion. In the Kane is gonna be out. We'll see if they go for some more aggressive junglers after that. I hope so. I hope we're gonna have another jungle fest. Love to see these champions. And Forest, I mean, yeah, Forest can just go as aggressive as he wants. There is no chance that this guy is gonna die. Another turret. Gonna be down. There's a lost tier 2 that was standing for DFM. 6 turrets for reject. That is crazy. QT Gaming. They have rebranded. I don't know why. Team somehow corporations are like, let's get rid of personality. I don't understand corporations, but I'm not running a corporation myself, so I don't know. But corporations, the usual, let's get rid of personality. They went for the QT Dig. Dig is like their QTNet. QTNet is like their sponsor. Or like, I don't even know if QTNet is like their owner or just a sponsor, but that's like the name sponsor. And it's also funny. QT is back in League of Legends. The one and only QT Pie. Honestly, yeah. Well, it is just kind of over at this point. QTD, I mean, the name is like fine. The branding I don't really like. I like Sengoku. Kind of wish they kept the samurai. The samurai was so good. I really miss the samurai.
でもう一回
they are now just like I think like the full name of the team is QTNet Digital Innovation Gaming or something like that. And there's also Mugendai, which is Infinity.
一人でセットアップしてるような
なんか一番強いオーロラの動きしてますね。さあ、
But yeah,
11。
this game, I feel like we can talk about our life now.
そうですね。
We can talk about what have we done recently
ダークシールはちょっと
because I feel like the match is gonna be in a little bit of a stale state while Reject is waiting for the minions, and right after the game might be over. So until then,
その選択にしているんですが、
I just had a Salmon. It's pretty nice.
そしてそれが発動したとしてもリキャップのレベルに追いつく。
Okay, but that choke point is not too bad to fight into. But no. But no, Kinatsu on the side is gonna be solo killing Momo meanwhile. And yep, I mean, this is almost an ace. Almost an ace. Only Dant is left up from DFM.
4キル獲得リジェクト生き残っているのは D とのみ。ミッドレーンもミニオンがやってきます。ボットでいいという判断。
Are they trying to end it?
スタイルか半分フォロ
As a reminder, Reject in Split 1 with Forge. I think they had like an average game time of 24 minutes. And they went undefeated for the whole split there. They had an average game time of 24. I don't think they're gonna be ending it here.
ー。細い位置。
はいしかもデトネーション
No matter how strong they are.
かかっちゃいけないタイミングで集団
They could definitely still throw.
はいリジェクトとして
Oh,
は
actually, never mind. But how much of a lead they have?
ぶっちゃけプラスなんですよ
My math skills are not the greatest, but like it's like 14,000?
もっと触らなければいけないタイミングで戦ってるっていう感じですね。であとは
The Rumble Q, I haven't even seen this honestly.
フォレストにしてるじゃないですか。
Didn't pay attention to Kinatsu on the
フラッシュ
side.
のない例えばサンバーだったりリキャップだったりをキャッチの対象にするんだったらわかるんですよ。
Yeah.
その2つ
How is that 2 plus? Yeah, 14. 14,000 of a gold lead.
そうですね。しかもその集団
I've seen comebacks from 10,000. I have never in my life seen a comeback from 14.
キナツもテレポートを使った面白い仕掛けでしたが、レーンワードで気づくことができます。
Reject are
これによって
gonna be taken it slow.
完全に追い出す
They're not in a rush.
バロン側のもうビジョン取るしかない。
The match also started early because the last one was 2-0.
爪のドラゴン
They themselves looking to 2-0 this one.
キャッチを狙いに行くライナーが
So
ウィークを見つけ
they're not in any time for a rush.
あー
What?
ブラストか
Oh, the blast cone! Blast cone! I was like,
こ
that is
う飛びましたね。
the Chemtech blast cone.
ちょっとチャンスだったん
はい、
ですけど
さ。すがにデッドだろうなと思ったんですけど。
Chemtech blast cone saving
だがまあ正しいですね。
ね
確か
はい、
some Nautilus there.
リフトなので。さあ、ドラゴンの獲得はリジェクト。
At this point, DFM basically gonna be stuck in their base.
決めるだけという状況ではあるでしょう。
There's not much of a. I mean, there's even a war there. If they overstep.
一人を狙ってキャッチ
At this point, if they overstep, Reject just gets two inhibitors.
そうですね。
Dragon is spawning. Are we gonna be seeing a 25-minute dragon?
まああれはでもライナーがちょっと
Also, are we gonna be seeing another Panther today?
フラッシュ
That is also a big question.
まあまあ、
はい
Yuhi has gotten a Panther last match.
取ってきてなかった
フラッシュ
ですよね
があるんだったらなんか
We have had like 3 Panthers this split so far. A lot of Panthers actually.
リキャップもトップサイドを押した後に姿を消しています。ここは DFMA アカデミーとしては
Quite a lot of Panther heavy split we are having in LJL.
を狙ったが壁を擦る形で怒り投げは届かず
Reject is gonna be in a very chill position right now.
全て消されたミニオンが
They just need to push the minions. If they win a fight, then there is Baron as well. If they really win a fight, they can just end the game. As minions pushing in Forest already with a kill. Gonna be going forward. Okay, I mean, he's gonna get a little low here. But doesn't matter, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Nasty is trying to get a kill at least, but even that one is not working out.
うまくかわしています。ダブルキルはサンバーです。
Forest is gonna get quite low. They probably can undo Baron here.
もうミニオンウェーブも来てますから、
Are they?
全
Oh,
部取れると思い
they're
ます。
gonna. I'm not sure. There's not a minion wave is quite far away from the top side.
パワーがないので
They cannot time the inhibitors to be at the same time.
ボットへと流れていく。いや、
Oh, they just end the game. You know, they just end the game. That's also a possibility here. They had enough.
っている時期乱流届かせている
They had enough.
タイミングではない。
Okay, recap on the red just joking around.
こその動きでした。
Okay, that's an end. That's an end.
サンバーレジェンダリーコール。相手をうまく引きつけながらサンバーこのフロントライン。
There is the end here. Okay,
Okay,
they're somewhat low on health.
破壊されている。
Can they? I mean, they should be able to when they're cleaning up the minions. But they're not gonna be that aggressive. They're not gonna be that aggressive. They can reset. There's still the Baron.
決めるかなと思われたシーンでしたけれど、
まあうまく守りましたね。
They got a little scared there.
なんかサンバーが泉まで追っかけてなければ終わってたとは思いますけどね。
We're not even 30 minutes in. The death timers are not that long.
いやここのファイトもうまいですよね。はい。デンとキナツがイコライザーで封じながら、しかもこれモモもうダメージ出せない環境になってますからね。完全に分断できてますよ。これはもうキナツが集団戦で本当にうまくやりました。
I don't think that DFM with any draft can win. But if I were to think about already game 2, what kind of draft they would be picking up, I would love to see this aggression keep on going. I would love to see a Lilia jungle. In maybe some AD mid laners as well. I would love to see that trend keep going. As Nasty already had to use the ultimate defensively. I mean, they might be killing Reiner here. It's not a bad start, but Dent is already gonna be down in the Aurora ultimate. It's quite hard to do anything. Forest even gonna be like getting out from the ring. And so, okay, Forest gonna be going down. But that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. Kurahuto gonna be missing the jump. We have a few more shots and I feel like this is actually GG now. This should be actually GG. There are some minions pushing. The super is gonna do the job. And a few more shots on the next thread. There's an ace as well in the end. That's a GG. That is a GG. Expected victory. Earlier on, I feel like they kind of got scared of the Kane, but he handled it pretty well. Both the Rumble and the Aurora got incredibly fed. This comp was on the Kane, and Kane played well. 10-minute transformation. Got like 5 kills, I feel like, at the 15 minutes around that. But the solo laners of Reject are just way too strong. That was still a pretty good fight from them, but what was the gold lead? We're gonna be seeing the gold chart soon. I feel like they were way after like 15,000. I feel like the gold lead had to be like, I'm not sure if we reached 20, but it had to be over 15. Yeah, we got like 16-ish thousand. Nasty. Almost carried. How is this is not an AP Galio. How is the AP, okay, got like Rod of Ages, but like, how is like a not full AP Galio getting the same damages as Tristana? What? How is this possible? Well, expect similar results in game 2. Expect something similar. But we'll see what kind of comp they're gonna be running. And we'll see if Reject would be cooking up something, maybe some spicy draft ahead of their grand final. How long is gonna be the break? Hopefully it's not once again like a 7-minute one. It's probably quite long. Today is gonna be a short day, but as a reminder, this is a unexpected result. Both semifinals so far going how at least I would expect it, and I think like most people expected a quick day today. Now with all that being said, once again, I feel like DFM put up a good show here. Let's have it. Let me put up some non-copyrighted music. What? Wait, what is this wait time? 13 minutes? That's like almost the time that it takes Reject to win a game. Alright, what should we do now? I've done my Lodal, I've done my Verdal. What else is left? What else is left that I can do as like a daily thing? Is there like another Lodal? Is there another Lodal have like a League of Legends themed daily quiz? I'm already had my lunch as well. I don't have anything else to do. We'll also talk about LCP. I'm pretty sure LCP this week is gonna be on the new patch. New patch is tomorrow, right? The Ionia map. I'm quite hyped to see the new map. Obviously, LJL Finals is gonna be on the same patch, so that's gonna be the last time we are seeing this season and this map. But I am so excited for the new map. I don't want to see grubs anymore. I mean, there's gonna be like 3 grubs still, but they're gonna be quite nerfed. I don't like grubs. I feel like they're too overpowered if someone gets 6 of them. And also, even though we don't really see J Atakan that much anymore, I'm also happy to see that removed. Dude, the new Atakan is kind of OP. I'm not sure if you guys have seen the new Atakan that's gonna be for the next patch. But that thing is kind of OP. Not as much as GA Atakan, I think, but definitely more OP than the petal, like the what is it called, like the I forgot, Ruinous Atakan. I feel like that's gonna be definitely more OP than the Ruinous, but we will see a lot of new stuffs. A lot of new stuffs are gonna be coming up. Also haven't checked the nurse. There's not gonna be like that many champ nurse from what I can tell. Let's see, patch notes. Is the patch notes already out, or just like the or is it just the what do you call this? Or is it just the preview? The little preview. What is that? What is this? Oh, VR. VR room. We can also watch the game in VR chat as well, by the way. I tried streaming VR chat like a week ago or something. I tried streaming the VR chat like there's a public kind of public viewing, like VR chat public viewing. I tried to stream it, but like my PC was not happy. My PC was not happy. It cannot really handle VR and streaming at the same time. For the finals, I might be setting up something like streaming from my laptop, so I can just do VR. It would be really fun. It would be really fun to have a VR. I mean, I kind of done that for LJL finals last split, but that was like because that was also expected 3-0. So I was like, let's watch one of the games in VR. But that was not VR, I just joined in VR chat in normal mode. Also the VR element, yeah, I would need to stream from my laptop for that, because my PC cannot handle VR and streaming at the same time, unfortunately. Or what's happening here? Let's see what's happening on the internet. Not much from what I can tell. Obviously everyone from QTD were posting that they are hyped for the finals. Besides that, not much is happening. LCP also ongoing, but even on that front, I haven't heard anything crazy. Maybe there was a prediction thingy that all the co-streamers can send in. I'm not sure when they're gonna be posting the predictions from the co-streamers. I had a spicy prediction, I think, for this week on LCP. I think I had quite a spicy one, but I'm not sure when they're gonna be posting that. Also, if you're curious about LCP, if you're watching LJL and you're like, wow, I wonder what these teams are playing for. They're playing for a spot in LCP at the end of the year. If you're curious, there are LCP highlights on the YouTube channel as well. I'm gonna be posting CFO versus Vikings later today, but a lot of the previous ones are already up. And from what I can see from the LCP, it's really looking to be the case that at the end of the year, the best LJL team is going to be fighting against DFM, like in the LCP. That DFM, they're going to be fighting for the spot in 2026. The LCP system works like the last placed guest team is having the so-called free-for-all spot, while the second worst guest team, they're going to have a region merit slot. And the way it works is the second worst guest team in this region merit slot, they're going to be fighting only against their own region. And it's really looking like DFM is going to be getting that. So DFM would probably be fighting against Reject or QTD if things keep the same in the LJL. That would be like, as far as I know, that's like one single BO5. And whoever wins that one is going to be getting into LCP 2026. It does feel like the Chiefs are going to be getting the free-for-all slot, which means that they're going to be fighting against either a VCS team or PCS team or some wildcard team. That's going to be like a more complex tournament, but as for the region merit slot, which is more and more likely, seems to be DFM. For us, LJL, it is very, very easy. Whoever wins LJL at the end of the year, there's going to be one more split called Ignite. And after that, there is going to be like a season finals, like a big tournament where all the people who perform well in the 3 splits that we are having, those teams are going to be fighting for the LJL champion. And that team right now is looking very likely they're going to have one BO5 against DFM, and whoever wins that one is going to get into LCP. Now, I'm not necessarily sure if Reject would be better than DFM. DFM is improving, like they have improved a lot already. The steal wasn't enough to take down TSV just this last week. But it feels like DFM is improving, so if Reject or maybe QTD, whoever is winning at the end of the year, if they want to get into the LCP, I feel like that's still going to be quite a hard job beating DFM. Well, that is the goal. That is definitely the goal here. And I just hope for Ignite we're going to be seeing more teams joining, like old teams. QTD was Sengoku Gaming, they were one of the strongest teams. There was like 2 splits, I think, when I was so sure that they're going to be getting into MSI and Worlds. I was so sure. But both of those times the DFM still clutched up. So Sengoku Gaming now returning with a very real chance that winning LJL this time around. And I would love to see it. I think Axis CEO was also talking about how they're like assessing the situation. They want to get back into LJL, but they don't know when. Same was for Sengoku. They were like, we're not playing the first split, but second split they have joined. And we'll see if Axis would be the same. We'll see if there is any. There's also Just Focus, who was on Burning Core. He left the team. He's also trying to build a team around him. There's definitely going to be more interesting stuff happening in Ignite. But we are currently in Storm. There's a second split here, and it is looking very likely that the top 2 teams in QTD and Reject are far and beyond, far and above all the rest of the competition. There's also going to be Asia Masters, hopefully happening. I'm not sure when. The first split was during Forge. I think the second split should be sometime after MSI, maybe. Asia Masters was definitely fun to watch. That was like the first time when Reject was getting competition. But now even in the LJL, there is a QTD who is definitely making them run for the money. Now 2 more minutes until we are entering game 2, which very well, possibly, is gonna be the last. What? Okay, whoa. Oh no. Oh no. Wait. Where is the... Apparently... What? Sushi! The actual Season 1 world champion has died? What? Oh, died from cancer. Oh no. Well, rest in peace. Season 1 world champion. Oh, that is a devastating news. I wasn't watching League of Legends in Season 1. Like, I started kind of watching around Season 5. But I definitely heard of him. Well, that came out of nowhere. I haven't followed much like what was happening with that team, but I definitely knew the names there. Oh.
ております。さあ2つ目のセミファイナルデトネーションフォーカスミアカデミーバスリジェクトですが、ゲーム1はリジェクトが見事に勝利したという内容になりました。
That's sad news, but now we have to move on to game 2 here as well.
ケインガリオが強い時間で戦っていきたいに対してジェイス先出しで、トップレーンを主導権取っててくれと、ここがプランが崩れてキナツが勝ったということで、キナツが勝つとなるとリジェクトからすると
Alright, game 2 draft. Game 2 draft. I want to see similarly aggressive junglers. That's my wish.
3体ずつのドラフトの部分でリジェクトが大いに上回ったというポイントがまず一つ。でもう一つはデトネーションフォーカスミアカデミーが
Setting up Nasty for a carry jungler seems to be working out. I really liked, I would have liked if there was some more tankier top, and there would be like more of an AP, AD, whatever it is, carry for the mid lane. But honestly, both Kinetsu and Recap, it's really hard to stop them. So I feel like even if Nasty goes for another carry jungler, it's really hard to shut down both the top and mid. And I'm not even talking about Dant. That's gonna be hard against Sunbear, who was our Forge MVP last season.
この2体がなくなると、次はドラフトでいろいろ消すんですけど、候補に上がるのが、ヨリックだったりだとかがちょっと候補に上がってくるんですよ。レネクトンだったりヨリックだったりがトップの主導権をもし取ってミッドジャングルのスケールを待つなんですよ。なのでサイオンとかの評価をどういうふうに考えるかとかもちょっと注目したいですね。
今日のところはまだサイオンがドラフト上には登場はしていないんですけれども、LCB なんかも
Are we gonna be in draft?
このリージョンでも出てますからね。
はい。
We're gonna be in draft. As to the bans, a notable absentee from the bans is Gwen. Oh, there you go. Not even reject with wanna let through the Gwen.
まあサイラスは
One of the strongest top laners. And also junglers. I mean, Gwen jungle is definitely a thing.
多分サードゲーム
One of the strongest one in the game right now.
ゲームが行くと
Now, I would love to see someone like a Yorick as well.
そういうのちょっと見て
I feel like for DFM, that might be how they get out of just constantly facing reject.
リジェクターがバーンしてましたから、
Could be Yorick, unless Yorick gets banned.
もうバン枠に入れといていいんじゃない
We've seen some good Yorick performances.
まあちょっと
Even though Jax was like somewhat of a good counter to Yorick.
そうです
Like
あとは
all the games I've seen, the Jax was able to
っていうのもあるかもしれない
pretty well match the Yorick. Also the Silas. I mean, Silas is banned now, but Silas was still similarly pretty good. Just matching the Yorick.
死んじゃうが相手も
Let's see what is the first pick here. Are they gonna go for
取られることもありますからね
aggressive junglers?
どっちでやるかな
They're gonna go to Xinjiao.
身長取りましたね身長取るとなるとミッドも強いピ
It's a
ック
pretty normal OP meta pick right now.
やっぱりジャングルミッドの勝負ですかこのチームは
Now, what is gonna be Reject's response? Are they gonna go for aggressive jungler?
が候補になってきますね
Are they gonna go for Maokai maybe?
フォレストかそこに何で
Forest with the trees.
とかも
あります
That was a meme when Forest was still in SHG.
ただスケールに全然逃げてもいいですよ
He was called the
あー
like
やっぱりやり
the
ましたね
tree.
タリアパンテオンのコンボピック
勝負だとミッドジャングル勝負しようぜという
Especially because then Maokai was pretty meta.
どうしますかタリアパン
But it seems like gonna be Pantheon in the jungle.
返すのが一般的
Could be
では
like support as well.
けど
Pantheon support is definitely a thing, but I would assume this is gonna be a Pen jungle here.
まあレーンの強者の中からミスフォーチュン
And as for DFM, they're gonna put Misfortune. Nico is still up.
加えて
I feel like Misfortune Nico
ミッドレーンですか
super strong,
周りが一般
but they're gonna be locking in the mid laner first.
これでミッドジャングルの 2V にうまい方が勝つと
I mean, or Misfortune also quite strong together,
お
or this is someone else. It's gonna be just a Rise, it seems like,
ライズにしますか
or
しますか
it is not gonna be Dark Calling.
結構きついと
It's not gonna be Dark Calling.
多めなので
It is Dark Calling.
お
まあ自信のある方を取ったということでしょう
Okay, Rere.
やっぱり得意ピックですから
That is a risky pick against Recap. That is quite a risky pick.
ーアンベッサー
As Kinansu gonna be picking up their best here.
さあ素早く
Very meta so far.
レネクトンから
That's gonna be a call for Rere. I mean, I did say that I wanna see some
ちょっとどうす
more aggressiveness on the solo lanes, and it seems like we're gonna be getting that.
消してもいいんじゃないかということですか
はい
There's also the Braum here
ス
banned out.
ケールで
I would
なんかアカリ VS タリアって結局タリアが勝ったとしてもアカリが
I would
勝つ
oh the Jace. I was about to say like Jace maybe banned, but Jace is already in game one,
必ず連勝つ
so no reason to do that.
なのでそういった不安要素を
There's also the Jax band.
しましたね
回しましたね
No side laning for you, DFM. I mean, I still think that Yorick would not be too bad for Momo.
リスタの番にしましたデトネーションに分かれて
Oh
そ
no.
してルシアン
Oh no, Lucian Nami.
おーいいですね
This is gonna be the Lucian Nami.
勝負ですね
I will go here for Yorick Nico.
ルシアンに勝てるのが
Not that much frontline though, but
みたいな感じですから
I feel like those are quite OP champs right now.
試合しないといけないですよ
Oh,
ナミで来るのか
surely not.
ユーミで来るのかルシオで来るのか
Surely not.
ミリオですかね
あミリオです
Okay, we're going that aggressive here, okay.
とか取って
What might be the last game here?
ただ
They're gonna go all in on aggressiveness. Camille on the top side.
ミールにまずはしていきましたね
これがだから結局
I mean, the Nico is the one who would top off this aggressive comp,
サポートラストピックで
but they probably would need someone like with a more front
す
line.
ると
Who else is even left here?
マッチアップで主導権を
Oh, no, I was right. I don't need to second guess myself.
この回答何をす
They're
る
gonna be going for the Nico. Extremely aggressive comp from DFM.
相当強いですからね
Honestly, if they get an early game, they might just win this game. They have insane snowball potential.
回答になりました
The only issue is them.
これももう
How do you win the early game against Reject? That is the only problem here.
もしアリスターロックで
How do you win the early game against
だ
them?
ったりアカリだったり信者全員入ってくるので、それを吹き飛ばしておけるチャンピオンを取りたいということ
Is
で
Reject gonna go locking in the early star?
V2 ではなく
はい
It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard. The goal here is use your ultimate to get down somewhere. I feel like that is gonna be the name of the game. Get down somewhere with the Camille ult, Nico ult channel together with Rere, and then that is gonna be the plan here. But how well can they execute this? I don't think DFM really was able. I mean, they were not too bad early, but I wouldn't call them winning the early game.
どこからリジェクトが作っていくのかそれぞれここは結構楽しみなポイントですね。まあ序盤はミッドが取ります。ミッタリアの方が当然主導権が取れますから、はい。っていうのはありますけど。
まあリジェクトとしてはそこが一つ分かりやすいポイント。ディフェムとしてはまあボットがさらに分かりやすく 2v2 で取れるよと。
そうですね。
いうところですね。そこに
なのでボットルで
Yeah, I'm liking the FM's comp. I'm not saying I don't like it. I will always like aggressive comps. My only issue is that if they fall behind early, it's gonna be looking very rough. I'm just putting it out here. I'm just preemptively coping for them, preemptively making excuses. If this DFM comp falls off early, there is no coming back. It's gonna look ugly. But if they get the snowball, their objective control was pretty good actually, game 1 I think. But they can keep this up. If they can get some early leads. Game might be interesting. Obviously, I would still say Reject is gonna be winning this. I don't think it's I don't think you can really predict against Reject.
その意味ではもう一度勝負だと
そういうことです。
いうそのプライド的にも非常に重要な
As now we are in the game, but potentially could be the last one for today. Potentially the last one in the semifinals. One more game for Reject to get to the grand final. And okay, I mean, I said early game is gonna be the plan here. I think they can get Rhina. One more Q from Nasty would be enough, but they're just... Oh! Okay, there it is. Okay, jumping in. Nasty gonna get a kill here. First blood. But how are they getting out here? Oh no, Nasty's gonna be stunned in the pit. I mean, there's three members, but Nasty is immediately down. Oh no, Recap might be falling here. Who's gonna get a kill? Oh, no one. No. Okay, Kurahuto. Okay, they're also getting down, Nasty. And also somewhere. Okay, DFM is here to fight. Getting the first feed in less than 2 minutes. Alright. That's how game 1 started as well. DFM loving the level 1s. Honestly, with this comp, they need it. It kind of... I mean, it's in their favor now. Gonna be in their favor in the end. They need the level 1s. If the solo lanes now can keep at least an equal state for a while, I feel like it might be big. Kurahuto needs to have amazing rotations. If those rotations are working out well. Snowball potentially. There's a potential for some snowballs, but it's still like I'm not gonna ever predict against Reject until the Nexus falls. But this is how they should start a game. This is a really, really good start for DFM. Rhina, Glacial Augment. We're having Glacial Augment on the Alistar.
ビルドというかルーンですね。
ドラフトからも言っていたように 2v2 は見てないよ。
もう全く見てないと思います。
このようにウェブプッシュ
Reject also here for to play. Aurora is already pretty low. That is rough. I mean, those Qs are gonna be hitting hard from Recap, but it's nonetheless still quite rough. And I mean, Nest in his form, I don't think he would be able to just help out Rara in this case. Oh. At least Rara is able to get some minions. Recap? I don't think Recap needs to teleport back. No. Wait, Recap is teleporting still. Another fight might be breaking out for the pit, for the control of the dragon pit. Ryder is gonna be pretty low here. There's also Dent here. Ryder might be dead here. Ryder is gonna get a kill. Okay, the FM. Alright, 1 kill for lead now. They can snowball. They can 100% snowball. At all points they have to be careful because again, reject is reject. At all points they have to be cautious. But at the same time they have to be aggressive because that comp needs to be aggressive. Lucian early on is going to be winning this one, but now Kurauto here as well. Only level 2, super far from level 6. Has to look careful. Also Dan not really going to be having mana. I feel like after this wave they're going to be recalling. Quite happy with the early game. But they cannot just let their guard down. Oh yeah, Nesty doesn't have flash, I forgot that. Nesty doesn't have flash still. Played it well, played it really well. Now there's a little bit time for Thunder. I'm gonna be freezing this wave here. As now Kurauto also able to come recall as we're gonna have a swap. We're gonna have a swap for the grubs. DFM really needs those grubs. Reject still has time to rotate here. So no worries about that on that front either, but these grubs are gonna be very important. Kurauto trying to bait out bait Recap into potential gang, but he's just gonna be rotating back to top. Now let's see if Forest would go for the dragons. It's just, yeah, there's a ping there. Gonna be a good old dragon for grubs trade. This is fine for DFM, but again, they shouldn't, especially Momo should not overextend here. They should know that Forest is here. They should know that they're going for the trade as Momo. Quite aggressive. Ultimate available. Flash available if he needs to get out. There's ultimate, but also followed up by Kinatsu's very own. There's a kill for Kinatsu. Execution. Not gonna be killing Recap. The Qs are gonna be doing so much damage to Rere. Now there's a few more shots. And there's the flash and... Just a 1-for-1 in the mid lane. I mean, not too bad. I'm gonna be getting the 3 grubs at least. But Kinatsu... There's gonna be a lot of minions for him. Let's have a ton of minions now. Like a whole wave lost basically for Momo as well. A little overextension for Momo. I mean, it was pointless to invest in the flash. Could have went for the ultimate earlier and then flash out, but it is what it is. At least it's a 1-for-1. It really looked like that Recap might just win that, but that's not too bad. That's still not too bad. Reject kind of catching up in gold, but that's still fine. Misfortune though. Needs to get more gold. It needs some help around the bot side. Okay, nice flash. Rana is actually not gonna be that tanky for now. The Glacial Augment, quite aggressive, but gonna be losing a little bit of a safety net. And the Lucian should not be ahead. Evolution is ahead, and also very early ADC. If he's ahead, things will get really difficult for DFM afterward. DFM kind of slowed down a little, which is I mean, not too bad. Some of those fights now didn't look like they would be too beneficial for them. Slowing down a little is okay, but they have to pick up the pace. They have to snowball. They have to pick up the pace here without really giving up kills. As Forest, level 6 available. Ultimate, anytime can go in. Reda gonna be taking a little bit of damage, but Nest is also here. Second grab camp gonna be spawning a little over a minute. 6 grubs would be massive for DFM, but I'm not sure they can fight this. I'm really not sure they can fight this now. The whole team is gonna be here. If they kill Forest, might be, but Nasty going a bit too aggressive here. Ultimate pop, but immediately going down. Kinatsu with another kill. There's ultimate from Momo as well. They're gonna take down Nasty, but the follow-up is not the greatest for DFM. Another one for Kinatsu. Kinatsu is gonna be so strong, and even the stun coming through. Recap should be getting this kill. The Q is gonna be missing. Some heal for Reda. Okay, getting some fruits, but one more Q should be enough. And Recap is gonna get that one as well. It was a nice 10 minutes. It was a nice 10 minutes. It looked like that DFM have it down, but it's looking less and less like the win. Oh, just barely somewhere survived with the dash. Didn't have to use the flash. TP coming in from Recap actually. There is no more to fight for. DFM is gonna be disengaging from that. Recap is just too strong. I mean, Kinatsu as well. Especially after that, 2 more kills for him. But Recap's damage is quite insane. DFM on the picture-in-picture, you can see gonna be starting on the grabs. Oh, Pantheon out. Pantheon out coming in. 4 grabs for DFM, but the fight is way more important. There's a flash out from Nasty. Gonna leave the rest of the grabs for reject. Now Reda also here with the teleport. Fight might be breaking out, but oh, Reda is already incredibly low here in the mist. Might be able to get out. But there's ultimate from Recap making sure that Kurauto not in any position to come back to the fight. No casualties. And DFM got 4 grabs, which is not too bad, but I feel like they're running out of time. They're running out of time here. Skinatsu already 2 kills quite up in the lane. Camille has not really been able to get that snowball that I was hoping for. And Kinatsu gonna be getting these are like full plates. Like another full plate for himself. And not just yet, but still absolutely in time for that. I'm not sure when we're gonna be seeing the lane goats. But it does look like the top lane is getting a little out of hand here. And there is Dragon. Second Dragon in 12 minutes. That's really fast. That's really fast. Reject are gonna be stacking them. Now what kind of Dragon are we getting? I feel like for this comp, Hex stack would be amazing. We'll see what it's gonna be. I guess like, oh, the mountain could not be. It's Infernal, that's also Infernal. Also quite a nice dragon still to have. Especially if they get it at like before 25, which absolutely possible at this point.
アリスターのタワーダイブというものもリジェクトとしては持ってるんですよ、チャンピオンとして。なので先に取って
The gold is always just increasing for reject. Their laning is obviously better. DFM's level ones actually were pretty nice. Some of the ganks, and especially Nasty, how Nasty was able to control them, pretty nice. But when it comes to pure laning, they are unfortunately still well behind Reject. And they can just keep farming, they can just keep rotating on the map, keep pushing the side lanes in. Reject is looking much better for game state right now. I feel like they are much happier with that. Not much to fight for now. Though Rera gets called out here, that might be best. Stun coming through. There's gonna be the mist. Some are actually pretty low here. Escurauto's ultimate only hitting Rhina, who's already ulting now. There is ultimate from Summer. Also, everyone from Reject is ulting in. Literally every single member is ulting in, and only Summer is dead. Double for Forest. And this, oh my god. They're gonna go for the ace. Red is on the wrong side of the map. Trying to get out here, but one of the members from Reject is gonna be getting the kill here. And that's gonna be a little bit delayed ace. Gonna be picked up by Recap. 5 kills on Recap now. This guy is secretly just every single game getting Omega fed. On the Aurora as well. He never had like, you know, this early on, never like those flashy kills, but got insanely fed already. And this is the same situation here. That was a nice catch on Rera. And also nice headbutt from Rhina. If Kurauto hit on somewhere, that might have been actually a different fight, but like this, there was no chance that there was no chance to DFM winning this. This Reject is looking a little bit cleaner, I'd say. Not like game 1 was not clean, but it's definitely looking like they are well aware. They have to stop DFM early on. Well aware of the power. And especially the dragon control, pretty good from them. I said we're gonna be spawning. All the junglers are gonna be here. Rhina getting out. Quite unharmed. Herald. Next target potentially after that to Dragon for Reject. Maybe they're not even gonna be caring about the Herald that much. The Dragon stacking I feel like is way more important for Reject. As I'm the first threat for Reject. No full camp, no full third camp for Reject, so the feat is not there just yet, but the Herald might be the one who's granting them that. Yeah, they're in the lanes, you can see. Insane lead for the solo lanes once again. Rhina caught out here, but that's a very tanky cow. Ultimate from Dent, actually not too bad, but they're coming in the public execution on him from the side, and Dent is going down here. Kiratsu with another kill. As even Momo jumping in, trying to get down, Recap. He's gonna be successful in that. It's still not too good. Still 2 for 1 in the favor of Reject. They keep fighting though. They keep fighting. The ultimate from Momo. Trying to take down Rhina. And he's successful. He's getting out as well. But the shield is not going through Kinatsu. Another kill for him. 3 for 2. Looking at the whole fight. But DFM was not coming out of this one unscattered. And 10 seconds onto the Dragon. Perfect timing for Forest to be there on time again. Is it gonna be going for Dragon? Yeah, okay. Reject is going for the 20. Oh, no, sorry. Forest is not going for Dragon. Or is he? Oh, yeah, he is. Alright. Reject on the trajectory to have a 25-minute Inferno or so. They're really banking on that. A little extra power. I mean, they're not necessarily hard winning these fights, but I feel like at this point they are. Especially Kinatsu at the point when can definitely just go in, use the 5 million dashes of Ambassa and the shield. And eventually, it will still get alive. Like, look at the health bars. Absolutely healthy for Kinatsu. DFM gonna be going for the Herald though, as they were missing out on the Dragon. We're gonna have a G Atakan. That's weird. Okay, there's an ultimate. Just a solo bolo for somewhere. Okay. Solo bolo like this. I mean, unfortunate, really unfortunate. This Lucian. Early game champion for sure, but seems like the snowball is gonna be now here. Reda gonna get stunned as soon as he's out of the mist. Gonna use the ultimate defensively to get out, which he will. But now he's out of the fight. Varushak just pushing the mid turret as well. This is the last remaining tier 1 for DFM, yeah. And that's it. I mean, you look away for a few minutes, you look back. More than 4,000 of elite now, 4 reject. And I mean, Herald play also definitely a possibility as Kurota goes down. Not even able to use the ultimate. DFM gonna be barred away from the Herald, and that is the next target here as well. Voracious Atakan! Long time no see. I have no idea how this is a Voracious game. I feel like level 1 was crazy. I feel like we had so many early kills. But we're gonna have a Voracious spawning on the bot side. I feel like Reject would wanna delay that a little, so they have it for the eventual soul fight, even though like they're probably winning it. But you know, just extra safety net. Trying to time it. Oh, but a lot of pings there. DFM might have a word about that. Might have a word about that. It's a very risky play if they start Atakan here, but they might not really have another choice than that. At least Reject knows that DFM is around this area. They're just trying to force out DFM from the jungle. So Dragon spawns at like when? Like 24, 25? Ideally, you would want to have the false life for that. What if they're just in a team fight before that's also gonna be granting them that? Herald gonna be spawned in the jungle. Are they gonna be drifting it? No one dares to drift the Herald. No one dares to drift it in these tight corridors. But as soon as the Herald gonna be in the bot side, there is gonna be the headboard there, half health on the turret. Rujek just wanna delay. And now with the dragon only 1 minute and 30 seconds. It is time. It is time for Voracious. Time the false life for the soul fight. Keep in mind that when you attack Atakan, your defensive stats are gonna be down. So it's always a little bit risky. But this is the perfect time for Reject to do so. They can just be here forever, you know. If they stick around until the dragon spawns, it's also good for them. And now there is gonna be the public execution onto Momo. Momo's gonna have a lot of shield. Gonna be getting out here, but DFM is absolutely in a state when they can fight. They're gonna be super low. As far as gonna be even ulting in. Not doing too much. Not doing too much there, but they're just stalling. They're just stalling here. They can get the dragon in just a little over 30 seconds. If they stick around, they can also get Atakan. I mean, they're gonna go for Atakan, yeah. They're gonna go for Atakan right before the dragon. Honestly, they can just go for Atakan into the dragon. They're probably gonna get probably reset. Not in a rush. But like their health bars are fine. That's gonna be very easy. The very easy Voracious. False life available. Now they're gonna be resetting, or are they gonna be resetting? I mean, It's a fight. That's definitely gonna be in favor of them. Kuroto immediately half health from Somber's ultimate. As now, recap. Also fighting Momo. Recap is actually gonna be quite low. I mean, pretty nice ultimate also from Kuroto, but this enough answer is gonna be a big no. 2 kills, 3 kills for Forest. And I don't wanna jinx it. I don't wanna jinx it, but we see the Penta today. I'm gonna see more. There's a Quadra. One more. Another Penta kill today for Forest this time around. 2 Penta kills for today. Forest is laughing. What a way to get the Infernal Soul as well. It is actually the Penta season in the LJL. We've seen just today, we've seen Yuhi's pentakill, which is kind of funny because even he didn't really realize it was a penta until like the 3rd kill. This time around, though, it was very obvious. I was scared for the 4th one, but at the 5th I was like, yep, that's it. Penta season in the LGL, so many pentakills this time around. And they're gonna be keeping their force life as well. They're gonna be keeping their force life as well. This is just, yeah, incredible. That was like a quadra for him as well, I think, last game, right? What a penta! And okay, I mean, yep, that is not too hard anymore. Infernal, so let me just a Baron on 25 minutes. It is what it is. It's a 10,000 goldie now, in a matter of seconds. Reject is now incredibly ahead, even more than before. Force life is still available for them. Okay, Rhina gonna be popping the ult now, but Momo is gonna be going down. Oh, or is he? Or is he? Force life is still up from what I can tell. And it doesn't even need to be used. They don't even need to withdraw here. Baron power minions pushing down the mid wave. Is this the end? I mean, this is one of those cases, and if this is solo queue, then yeah, this is the game's end. When it comes to a professional game, they usually are being a little more careful. If Momo is down though, you know, if they can get Kuroto as well. Ultimate pop, double kill for Somewhere. And there's the minions pushing. I mean, I feel like this is it. I feel like this is it. Gonna be some members. Nasty and Red also respawning with Dan keeping the front line, but Reject had enough. Once again in Reject fashion, around 26 minutes. It seems like they're gonna be finishing up the semifinals 2-0. Only the Nexus left. Then I don't think DFM can really. Okay, that's Rhino just goes under the fountain. That's fine. GG's. Reject. Extremely convincing, extremely clean 2-0. They're gonna be moving on to our grand finals to meet QTD, formerly known as Sengaku Gaming. What a match! What a match! It's a stunt, but it is a fun stunt. Once again, I don't want to write off DFM. I think Nasty had a pretty good series. The Kane was really good. And even on the Xinjiao, earlier on, he got some kills, helped his teammates get some kills as well. Level 1 was pretty nice. DFM definitely improving, just like the main team. The academy team also definitely improving. I can see some improvements. But it was not enough. It was not enough. This is how the LJL looked for the whole season. Reject and QTD are just above everyone else. I'm fairly certain that they haven't lost a single game to anyone else besides each other. And one of them gonna be coming out victorious in just a week. Reminder, grand final gonna be next week, Tuesday, starting about like an hour later than how this day started, but about the same time. About the same time as well. A little bit of an early lead for DFM, but it's very, very fast turned around.
いやもう完全にこれは気の次ゲーム
That's a GG.
そうですね。
That is a GG right here.
の低レベから順調に勝っていってそして1回ランクもらってでそれをスノーボールレーニングでしていったっていう
Project dominating as ever.
ボイドグラブを
I mean, they said
許した
at the very start of the year, before any game has been played,
スノーボールが
they said in their video
大きかったような
that their eyes, their goal is not LJL. LJL is just a stepping stone. The goal is the SCP Promotion Relegation Tournament. That is what's in their eyes. Where they most likely would have to be fighting the DFM, though that's still quite far away. But current strength, current rankings in the SCP, and how the system works definitely says to us that it would be DFM they're fighting for the spot. But now, interview time. Interview with Forrest. Welcome to the interview, Forrest. Thank you for making us. Thank you.
いたします。さあこれで決勝進出を決めました。今のお気持ちから聞かせてください。
You got to the grand final. How are you feeling now? It's gonna be in Japanese? Yeah, Japanese.
嬉しいけど
I'm very happy,
まだ
but
お賞してないから
I'm very happy, but like
もっ
it's
と
still
頑張れます
we're still like we still have a lot some still there's way to go.
あのシーンどんな話、どんな気持ちになりますか。
So how was your pentakill? You're smiling a lot. How tell me about how was it when you got the
この大会
pentakill?
でペンタキルは初めてだから
So this is the first time I got a pentakill in a pro
マ
game.
ジでペンタかなで気持ちあったけど
So yeah, it really
まあ
felt
めっ
great.
ちゃ嬉しいです
I'm very happy. It was a great feeling.
初めて
His first professional pentakill.
チームメイトは何か声かけてくれましたか。あのシーン
How did your teammates react?
まあペンタ食べて先方が俺が食べたらいいけど話し合ってます
わかりました。ありがとうございます。
I was just telling them that, hey, is it fine if I take this?
今回
And they were like, yeah, take it.
パンテオンを
Forrest, you played Nofri and Pantheon today.
ご自身のゲームの中での役割ってどういうことを求められてたんでしょうか。
How was your performance? Like, what was your role from your rise in the Nofri and the Pantheon?
1試合目は
As for the first
相
game,
手ネスティ選手が
ケインでしたね。
ケインやったから
Nesty picked Kane.
俺はテイトがそこまでないからまあ普通のプレイやったらチャンピオン
So I don't really have much experience playing against Kane.
で
But I was just playing. But I was just like playing how I would normally do. I knew if I like, I know if I play normally, we're gonna be winning. I just thought about how I could solo kill
そ
him.
うもあったしケイン級でなんか犬が全部死ぬから
Yeah, I know, like
重いよな
yeah, it's quite hard because when Kane queues, all my dogs are dying in the Nofri. But that was hard, but it went fine. No, as for Pantheon, there's a lot of action happening in the early game.
まあ
So what were you paying attention about that?
まあめっちゃスノーボールチャンピオンイメージあるけど
Pantheon is a snowball champion, like that's his
今
style.
のメタは
And the current
結構
meta,
腕中心である
the current meta, it's really important to have objective control.
中盤から
So I just try to focus on objectives.
強いから
And as for the mid game, just like focusing on an enemy. What's to the enemy?
움츠려든다를 뭐라 그러죠?
Okay, this Korean. I'm not sure what it says.
비비라떼 비비라떼 운에的に
Yeah, basically I was
あるから
kind of scared. I was careful.
2本目ゲームもタリアとパンテオン一緒に
In the second game,
簡単に勝てるだと
I was just like with the Pantheon and Talia, we were trying to move together, and they were like playing together, and that's how we won. So you were like you're trying to like scare the enemy, right? Like you were like trying to with the Talia try to scare your enemy.
これでファイナル進出も決まって、そしてその対戦では QTD と
Now the grand final is gonna be against QTD.
2連覇ですね。ストームの王者になる。
You have already defeated them. You have already defeated them once, and now you have a chance to be the two-time back-to-back champions in LJL.
相手が誰
How
か
are you
関係
feeling?
なくて俺たちのチームの
Honestly, we don't care who are we facing.
でプレイしたら충분히勝って
Whoever we are facing, we are playing together as a team. We're thinking about how we could win.
大事だと
We're focusing on our plays. That is the most important.
わかりましたありがとうございます
Thank you.
それでは最後に見ているファンの皆さんに向かって
Finally, is there anything you want to say to what the fans are watching?
まあ今日も
Today?
응원이 뭐였죠?
Uh,
오해
thank you for supporting us.
出ます
Thank you for supporting us
ファ
today.
イナルも
In the final as well, we're gonna do our best and we're gonna be winning there. We're gonna do our best to win there as well.
ありがとうございました
Thank you very much.
見事勝利しましたリジェクトからフォレスト
Thank you very much. It was for us for reject. Thank you very much and congratulations for the victory.
ありがとうございます
Thank you, thank you, thank you, Forrest. Thank you.
はいということでフォレスト選手のインタビューでした
He was like, I like his wording because I'm obviously he's Korean, and but his Japanese is good. Like his Japanese is actually good. Like he's absolutely controversial and not conversational and he can communicate in Japanese is what I mean. But it's really funny how he was like some of his wording is like not the official league terms. It's just like direct translation into Japanese, which is kind of funny. He was like, it was kind of hard how to fight Kane because he kept killing my dogs. It's like things like that. It just sounds funny. But like obviously, like he is Japanese fluent. I mean, basically fluent in like a League of Legends and like conversational level.
確かに面白そうですねぜひ
限られてますけどね。
まあ確かに
What a day! What a day it was! 2 pentakills. We've seen 2 pentakills. We've seen our grand finalist teams absolutely going at it.
LJL で出てます。ADC
Props to Burning Core as well as DFM. I feel like they brought in some fire. Burning Core almost came back, and as for DFM, Nesty's Kane has been quite
本当に強い
quite good.
チームが勝ち上がったなという本日のセミファイナル
but it was not enough.
ございましたけれど
The
も
gap was still
改めまして
too much.
終了したので結果の
As now we're going into the finals. We are going into the finals. Reject versus QTD.
リジェクト VS
And these two teams are so far 1-1, I think.
0で
As far as I remember, they met 2 times during this season. First time, QTD beat Reject. The first time anyone has done that in the LJL.
いい試合テンポ
But second time around, Reject just completely stomped them.
不安が残る形
So that's gonna be absolutely a banger finals that we're gonna be having next week. I'm gonna make a hype video-ish thing this week for that. I definitely wanna be hyping it up. There's probably gonna be like something of a hype video as well as like highlights, kind of, you know.
決勝での見どころのポイントとしては、QTD が、
But as for
序盤に
after the finals, obviously after the finals, there's gonna be a video about that as well.
若干
We're gonna be co-streaming the whole thing.
はい
It's gonna be pretty hype.
上げられるはずだそれぐらいの選手たちが揃ってるんですけど
It's gonna be pretty hype here.
に対してリジェクトはそこは
But that is it. But that is it for today. That is it for the LJL. And almost that is it for LJL Storm 2. As now we are one more match away from ending Storm, our second split. Time flies. I still remember when I started watching Forge. But time flies crazy. Only one more match remaining, one more BO5 in the grand finals where QTD is going to be facing Reject. And once again, I just want to keep highlighting this. Those two teams, so above others, they've only lost to each other. No one else. Not a single game. They have not lost a single game, let alone a match, to anyone else. Just each other. They are they are 1-1. They are going into this grand final as an absolute equal head-to-head. It is gonna be absolutely hype next week. I cannot wait. If you're playing PCAMs, you have one more match to lock in your choices, one more match to predict. And I wanna be honest, that's gonna be the hardest one. That's gonna be definitely the hardest one. Last time, just in the last week, Reject was absolutely dominating even QTD. But QTD still was the only team ever in the LJL who beat Reject, so it's hard to predict. It's definitely gonna be hard to predict whoever is gonna be our LJL champion in this season. And as a reminder, it's gonna be fun to watch, but this is still only 4 points. I would be shocked if either of these teams are missing out on by points on the LJL Finals tournament. That is the one that everyone is eyeing with the LJL Finals tournament. Whoever is there is gonna have a chance to get to be the LJL champion, and whoever is the LJL champion is likely gonna be facing DFM for the LCP spot. Now things can still change in LCP, there is still a long way ahead. But how things looking like right now and how the system is set up, it is very, very likely that the LJL champion here is only, I mean, after the year, like not next week, like after the whole year, at the end of the year, whoever is winning LJL, the big LJL finals tournament, likely that team is gonna be having 1 BO5 for the spot in LCP. Now, with that being said, Storm MVP, Rookie of the Storm, Best Player of the Storm, and Showman of the Storm. Those are gonna be the rewards. MVP, highly dependent on finals. Usually MVP rewards are actually only for regular season, but for LJL it is for the whole season. And since our 2 best teams only met 2 times, those 2 teams have 1 more chance. The grand final obviously is gonna be heavily dependent on who gets the MVP. And the Storm Finals is gonna be if anyone is in Tokyo. I'm pretty sure there are still tickets available. There are 100 of them. There are still some tickets. I think it's gonna be in the Tokyo Tower. I've been there myself a lot of times. Not like it has like an even place or had a conference room or something. I haven't been there, but I've been to the top. It's a beautiful view from there. You guys are gonna be seeing I'm pretty sure they're gonna have shots just from the Tokyo Tower. It is amazing. I think like VCT had a conference or something like from there when VCT was, the Masters was in Tokyo, the same place. This is not for 100 people, so I'm not necessarily sure how they're going to be setting up it now. But that is the same conference room as far as I'm aware. The same that VCT Masters Tokyo had before that. If you want to get some merch, that they are going to be on in the Tokyo Tower as well. If you are in Tokyo right now. And you also get a drink, a free drink with a ticket. Wow, I'm selling this hard now for you guys. If any one of you is in Tokyo, a free drink. That's how you can get me. If I was in Tokyo, I would be going. Free drink is my call sign. But yeah, this is it for today. Our semifinals. I expected a 2-0. I got 2 2-0s. However, I do feel like that the matches were, at least the beginning of the matches, were interesting than how the score suggests. The Burning Core game especially almost come back, even though they never were really ahead, but that comeback was definitely a sight to see. QTD definitely needs to fix some of their mistakes, like what they did. If they are not careful, someone like a Reject, even if Reject falls behind, they're not gonna be stopping with almost coming back. They're gonna be coming back to the game. That's something that QTD has to be careful if they're when they're facing Reject next week. As for Reject, their level 1s were kind of funny. Maybe that's what they need to fix. But finals, I'm gonna make a little review video before that, and after the LJL finals there's gonna be also like a normal highlight video as well. Well, we also have LCP going on, so there is that too. LCP co-streams as per usual, Saturday, Sunday. We're gonna have DFM versus SAG on the LJL Derby. I think that's gonna be the only interesting match if I'm remembering correctly. I don't think the other ones are gonna be quite close, but that's how things are. As for me, I'm Stina. from the Jesport Hub.
改めてですけど
Thank you very much for watching.
16時
It has been
試合スター
a
ト
fun day
です
with fun
それでは
co-streaming.
LJL2025 何ですか
And see you guys
最後
Saturday for LCP. And see you guys also next week, Tuesday,
許してほしい
for
かっこよく締め
the finals, the grand finals, LJL grand finals.
してくれなかったの
Thank you for being here. And see you guys then. Bye bye everyone. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.